Narito na ang top 10 plays nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 97 Men's Basketball. At number 10, CJ Cadwa steals the ball, goes all. Sa number 9, JB Bahio ng San Beda pinakita ang kanyang bagong spin move kontra sa JRU. Dito naman sa number 8, Robbie Naive sumugod kontra sa depensa ni Justin Arana at nakascore gamit ang kanyang kaliwang kamay.
Switching hands, Coach Jerry.
Here at number 7 is James Kwekute, reminding us why he's one of the best shooting guards, if not the best, in the NCAA.
On cue, James Kwekute with a step back three.
Sa number 6, it's CJ Cadwa again, bringing his bully time tweet to the actual game. Pati si Benji Paras nagulat sa galaw na yon ni CJ.
What a move by CJ Cadwa, bully time.
Para naman sa number 5, Stephen Steinel fumiesta sa ilalim kontra sa CSB. Enka ang depensa.
Steinel the quick spin, Steinel the reverse.
Ganda doon. Ganda ng move doon.
Dito naman sa number 4, Jordan Santa Ana dinaanan ng traffic at nakarating sa kanyang destinasyon.
On the scoop.
At number 3, the unstoppable Renz Abando is back on the list with 2 of his career-high 24 points in the NCAA. Para naman sa ating number 2 play, Enoch Valdez of LPU rises up for the first dunk in NCAA Season 97. At para sa ating number 1 play, ang Yanis ng Baste, JM Calma, humingi ng clear out, binangga ang depensa, umikot, tumira, puntos para sa San Sebastian. Abangan ang iba pang mga awesome plays mula sa ating mga collegiate basketball superstars sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 97.
Titira mula sa labas. JM Calma. Jorniso at the open look. Jorniso knocks him down.
Sa pangalawang linggo ng bakbakan sa men's basketball tournament ng NCAA Season 97, mas umangat palalo ang level ng paglalaro sa pangunguna ng mga veterano ng liga.
And then the three. Oh! Matchup against Calma. Step back by Jello Razon. Jello Razon!
Pinangunahan ni Jello Razon ang atake ng Perpetual Altas sa kanilang laban kontra San Sebastian nung Biyernes. Career high performance ang pinakita ni Jello, scoring 22 points including 6 3-pointers.
Titira mula sa labas. Jello Razon with another 3-point bomb.
Ngunit sa second half, biglang kumamada ang big boys ng Baste.
Ano, bullseye on the triple. Calma. Titira mula sa labas. JM Calma.
Ang graduating team captain na si JM Calma, ginamit ang kanyang malayanis na galawan.
Calma, offensive rebound and put back.
At sa dulo ng laro, si Romel Kalahat naman ang nagbigay ng mga clutch baskets upang makuha ang 63-58 na panalo.
Sending a boom go inside.
At sa pangalawang laban nung Biyernes,
As Mapua trying to extend the lead. Hernandez.
isang crucial long-range shot mula kay Paulo Hernandez ang tumulong sa Mapua na makuha ang isang hard-earned 59-56 win kontra sa JRU.
Marcos lets it fly.
Noong Sabado, nasungkit ng CSB Blazers ang kanilang ikalawang sunod na panalo matapos talunin ang Arellano 76-71.
Corner shot. Naive is open.
Si Robbie Naive ang nagtapos bilang top scorer para sa St. Benilde with 19 points. Habang nag-ambag naman ng 17 points at 15 rebounds si Will Gozo. Ang sentro ng Chiefs na si Justin Arana ay nakapagtala rin ng double-double na 14 points at 11 rebounds sa kanyang pagbabalik mula sa injury.
Asagot si JP Maguliano for 3. And he gets the...
In the second game last Saturday, EAC escaped with a 70-69 win over LPU to attain their first victory of the season. JP Maguliano was named player of the game as he finished with a stat line of 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Abando is running. Look at the speed of Renz Abando all the way.
Sunday's game saw the defending champion Letran Knights remain unbeaten with a 3-0 record after dominating the Perpetual Altas 68-57.
Binigay kay Abando. Abando for 3. Renz Abando!
Renz Abando registered a new NCAA career high 24 points in the win.
Renz Abando! Kick out. Kwekute. Strokes in the dribble.
Also on Sunday, the Sunbetter Red Lions improved to 3-0 after defusing the JRU Heavy Bombers 67-53.
Kwekute creating the separation and making the shot.
James Kwekute led the way for the Boyet Fernandez mentored squad as he fired in 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. At nitong nakaraang Martes, bumida si Warren Bonifacio ng Mapua Cardinals sa kanilang crucial matchup kontra sa San Sebastian.
Lakab, floats it up, wala. Bonifacio puts it back in.
Binuhat ng Mapua team captain ang kanyang kupunan upang makuha ang 65-59 na panalo. At dahil dito, nanatiling malinis ang kartada ng Cardinals at sinamahan pa ang Letran at San Beda sa tuktok ng team standings. Pero syempre, hindi magpapahuli ang host school, College of St. Benilde, sapagkat nakasungkit pa sila ng pangatlong sunod na panalo bago matapos ang Week 2 ng torneo.
Great backdoor. Great team of the defense. Grabe.
Si Will Gozum na naman ang nagpakita ng lakas para sa Benildians, putting up 18 and 10 to help the Blazers improve to 3 wins and 1 defeat. Ayan po mga kapuso, nagbabagang aksyon mula sa mga future stars ng Philippine basketball. Pero marami pa tayong dapat abangan dahil siguradong mas lalo pang titindi ang mga bakbakan sa hardcourt. Tumutok lang sa GTV para sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 97. Stronger Together, buo ang puso.
Ibahagi ang talino, siguradong gwapong-gwapo. Walang pikon dito, katuwaan lang at kwento. At kung hindi ka sigurado, ask mo.
Baklod, anong paborito mong buhatin pag nasa gym ka?
Dumbbell.
Sa mga teammates mo, sinong pabigat?
Si Sean Umali.
Gusto ko yung pag-name drop. Very good. Sean! Kim, natawagan ka na ba ng traveling?
Maraming beses.
Saan ang favorite travel destination mo?
Sa Japan. Kasi ando yung side ng papa ko.
Kung coach ka sa team nyo, sino sa first 5 ang ibabangko mo?
Si Barba.
Bakit si Barba?
Masyado kaming kinukulit lahat eh. Kahit tulog kami, gigisingin kami na eh.
Nilaglag ka ni Renzo, sabi nangungulit ka daw.
Narinig ko nga yun eh. Ako na lagi nilalaglag ng mga yan eh.
Ano naman comment mo doon? Totoo ba na ginigising mo sila para matulog ulit?
Pwede.
Pwede?
Kung ang tagline ng NCAA Season 97 ay Stronger Together, buo ang puso. From 1 to 10, gano'n ka karupok?
10?
Coach? May na-block ka na sa court?
Oo.
Sa Facebook, ikaw ang nang-block o ikaw ang blinak?
Ako na mablock.
Ay, wow! Pogi! Ikaw ang nang-block sa social media o ikaw ang binablock?
Ako ang binablock.
Bakit?
Ewan sa nila.
Ay, grabe. So sad. Kung last 2 minutes na lang ng buhay mo, sasayaw ka ba o kakanta?
Sasayaw ako syempre. Kakanta syempre.
Sasayaw na lang po.
Ay, pasample naman ng sayaw. Patingin.
Sasayaw ba?
Kakanta. Pwede pa sample?
Okay. Bubble gang, bubble gang, bubble gang, bubble gang.
Di mo alam dahil sa'yo, ang tao sa mundo.
Kung may reincarnate ka, anong gusto mo maging? Bola o net?
Bola.
Bakit bola?
Gusto kasi yan ng bawat team pinag-aagaw-agawan.
Ay, may hugot. Magaling.
Net na lang.
Bakit net?
Kasi doon papasok yung bola.
Kung ikaw ang mapiling best player of the year, anong trophy ang gusto mong makuha? Trophy wife o trophy low? Trophy wife. Sino gusto mo trophy wife?
Siguro yung yung katabi ko ngayon.
Ay! Coach, mga makukulit na sagot sa mga tanong na may hugot. At pag di ka sigurado, ask mo. Ako si Cristiana Di Maunahan ng NCAA Season 97. Stronger together, buo ang puso.
Ikinararangal ko pong ihandog sa inyo ang GMA News and Public Affairs Advocacy para sa eleksyon 2022 para sa patas at matalinong desisyon sa mga susunod nating iluluklok sa pwesto. Ako po ang inyong kapuso, Mike Enriquez. Ngayong eleksyon 2022, ang buong sambayanang Pilipino dapat totoo.
Noong eleksyon 2019, ang ating panawagan at panata, pusuan ang totoo. Kaya lumibot tayo sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa para ipakilala at isulong ang mga katangian ng kandidatong totoo.
Ngayong eleksyon 2022, sa harap ng hamon na ibangon ang ating bayan, lahat tayo, ang mga kandidato, ang mga botante, at ang pagbabalitang gagabay sa bayan, dapat totoo.
Ang mga tatakbo, dapat totoo.
Totoong may paninindigan para sa tama. Dapat matapat, hindi magnanakaw o tiwali.
Totoong may plataforma at konkretong solusyon sa mga isyong dapat tugunan.
Magpapakatotoo sa kanilang mandato at totoo ang hangad na makapaglingkod.
Hindi personal na kapakanan ang itataguyod.
At dahil nasa atin ang responsibilidad,
Na iboto ang karapat-dapat na kandidato.
Ang paninindigan ng mga botanteng Pilipino.
Dapat totoo. Magsaliksik tungkol sa kandidatong susuportahan.
alamin ang kanilang track record.
At huwag basta maniwala.
Sa sabi ng iba o ng mga tumatakbo.
Himayin ang kanilang mga plano.
At suriin ang mga proyektong kanilang isinusulong.
Pahalagahan, bigyang dangal, at ipaglaban ang boto. Huwag magpabayad sa sino mang kandidato.
Tumulong sa pagpapalaganap ng katotohanan.
At huwag magkakalat ng fake news.
Ang GMA News and Public Affairs sa pagbabalita ngayong eleksyon, mananatiling totoo.
Walang takot na ihahayag ang mga problema ng lipunan para mamulat ng mga kandidato at botante sa totoong kalagayan ng bayan.
Ang mga ibabalita, walang itatago. Lahat dadaan sa masusing pagsisiyasat. Lahat ng panig, pakikinggan at bibigyang boses.
Totoong pagbabantay ang gagawin. Susuriin ang mga plataforma at posisyon ng mga kandidato sa iba't ibang issue para magabayan ang mga Pilipino sa paggawa ng desisyong mahalaga sa ating kinabukasan.
Ang ating pagbabalita, noon at higit pa sa ngayon, walang kikilingan, walang poprotektahan, walang kasinungalingan.
Ngayong eleksyon 2022, ang mga kandidato, ang mga botante, at ang pagbabalitang gagabay sa bawat Pilipino, lahat tayo, dapat totoo.
Dapat totoo. The GMA News and Public Affairs. Eleksyon 2022 Advocacy.
We have the strength. talagang painit na college basketball at its finest ng inyong National Collegiate Athletic Association o NCAA still coming to you live sa loob ng St. Benil Gym sa Lasal Green Hills in beautiful Mandaluyong City. Makulimlim the past few days dahil sa typhoon na papasok sa ating bansa, pero gaya ng aking nasabi, it's not gonna stop the heated action ng ating NCAA. Live din po tayo sa GTV and all over the world via GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International. We are also seen online via gmanetwork.com, the NCAA Philippines website, on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Kani-kanina lamang, an exciting game. EAC rallying back from 12 points down to prevail 63-60 against the San Sebastian Stags. At ngayon naman, expect another exciting game between these two teams. The 3-2 Mapua Cardinals will take on the 2-3 Perpetual Altas. Hello mga puso, good afternoon once again. I'm Andre Felix, and first time in 3 years we will be working together. I don't know if I should say na na-miss ko siya, but expect to be entertained by Mr. Shoot First, Mikey Reyes, former collegiate standout. Mamaya, hihingan natin siya ng bate. I'm sure yung mga fans ay excited na. First, let's welcome in two more members of our broadcast team for this afternoon. We have Miss Chloe Carrillo. There she is, reporting for Mapua University this afternoon. And Miss Michelle Naldo, who will do courtside duties para sa Perpetual Altas. Ladies, we will get back to you later on during the game for your updates and reports. Mr. Reyes, this is your time. I know gusto mo na akong tumahimik. Ikaw na, good afternoon. Nice to be working with you again, my friend.
It's been 3 years, brother. And unfortunately, for all the viewers, kami po ang maghahatid sa inyo ng larong ito. But this is gonna be an exciting match.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know that both these teams came from losses, but still, ito ang chance ng Perpetual to actually tie Mapua, who started the season at 3-0. And there's a chance for Perpetual to tie them up dito pag nakuha nilang panalo.
Nagbaon ng Mikey Reyes, nag-research at nag-aral. Tingnan natin ang ating updated team standings after that big comeback win nga, Mikey, na aking nabanggit. EAC winning by 3 over San Sebastian. Do the honors in recapping and telling us where the team stands so far in Week 3 of the NCAA Season 97.
Well, because of Ralph Robin and the EAC Generals, kitang-kita mo, nagkaroon tuloy ng logjam sa gitna natin. And again, mga kaibigan, play-in meron tayo ngayon. 1 round lang. So, 6 teams ang papasok dun sa next round natin. And looking at Mapua right now, like what we said earlier, 3-0 to start. They lose 2 straight, and Perpetual is breathing down their necks. If Perpetual can get this dub, magkakaroon tayo ng 3-way tie for 4th place.
Nabanggit mo nga, Mikey, Mapua started Season 97 on a really high note, undefeated 3-0, but losing 2 straight to Arellano and also to Letran. So, dalawang sunod na talo to. Ang ganda na ng kanilang panimula. As we take a look at what happened there in their last game, let's do a little recap, Mikey. Ano ba, para sa benefit ng ating mga viewers, ang ganda ng panimula ng Mapua? Parang, ang lakas nitong Mapua. Bakit dalawang sunod na talo in your opinion?
There was a time when them, Letran, and San Pedro were the only 3 teams undefeated in the season. Pero yun nga, they had to go through the biggest roadblock of the season, yun of course yung Letran Knights, and because of that loss, we said it after that game, you have to move on right away kasi single round elimination lang to But the thing is, nakakalaban sila ng Justin Arana, who delivered 17 points and 15 rebounds.
Monster
Kaya
game.
nga naman, kita mo naman yung 2-point field goals, lamang na lamang dyan itong Arellano Chiefs. Points in the paint, that was again dominated by the Chiefs, 46-28. Starter points again, a 12-point advantage for Arellano. But medyo maganda-ganda yung perimeter points ng Mapua, and that's something they can build on. Mapua, we know that they're legit, we know that they're contenders, but can they bounce back from these 2 consecutive losses?
Well, that's a really huge question for today as they face a pesky Perpetual Help squad, and a lot will be expected and needed mula sa kanilang kapitan, Warren Bonifacio, on his 3rd year playing in the NCAA, has 2 more years. The 6'5", 23-year-old, 209-pounder, native of Pampanga. He is Mapua's leading scorer and rebounder. He was the lone bright spot, lone hero, banging ngang nakasulat sa ating TV screens. Another double-double. This guy is averaging a double-double in Season 97. 10.4 points per game and 10.4 boards per game.
Well, this season is the first in so many years na wala tayong foreign athletes. So you know the centers were waiting for the moment na pwede sila mag-shine. And Warren Bonifacio, one of those centers na talaga nagpapakita here in season 97. For Coach Randy and the Mapua Cardinals, they need na ma-establish agad-agad ni Warren Bonifacio yung sarili niya with those perimeter jumpers and of course yung mga second chance opportunities para talagang siya na maging yung anchor, especially going up against the front line na puro masisipag naman sa kabila itong Perpetual.
You know what? Ayokong sabihin na na-miss kita kasi baka lumaki pa lalo ulo mo. But I did miss your analysis,
Lalo?
Mikey Reyes.
Lalo?
Ha?
Lumaki lalo?
Oo, totoo
Lalo.
naman yun eh. Alam ng mga fans mo yun. Sa aming pagbabalik, we'll focus on the other side, which is University of Perpetual Health System Delta Altas. Stay tuned. Dito lamang, mga kapuso, sa inyong NCAA Season 97 live on GTV.
Maraming ingay ngayon sa ating buhay. Kaya, slow down muna tayo.
Sino ka ba?
Kailangan ko ng time for myself.
Wala na ako ginawa sa buhay ko kundi magbanda.
Marami tayong gusto pero hindi naman lahat natin nakukuha.
Care to share?
Kasi syempre, if I have the answer, di ba, di ang yaman ko na.
Healthy na kwentuhan?
Tell him na your goal now is to have a house in each.
Yeah.
Komportableng usapan.
No dating muna.
Sagot ko na yan.
Ganda nun, okay.
Yes.
Dapat ako dito.
Kaya share mo na dito sa Share Ko Lang.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me to Me, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's why.
Up, kailangan i-on ng ating mikropono bago tayo sumalang. Magandang hapon po muli mga kapuso dito po sa GTV, your NCAA Season 97. Andre Felix, Mikey Reyes. Earlier, pinag-usapan na po namin ang Mapua University Cardinals. Ngayon naman, Mikes, tumungo tayo sa kabilang panig ang kanilang makakaharap. The boys in maroon, the University of Perpetual Health System Delta Altas, now at 2-3. While losing to their last game against the College of St. Benil Blazers 83-73. What is your take on CSB? They have the materials. They have a great coach from their juniors program, Coach Mike Sagigit. Anong nakikita mo so far para dito sa Perpetual Health ang problema?
Well, they have the potential to really compete here in the NCAA, especially having a big three with Kim Aurin, Jello Razon, and of course, Jeff Egan. But they went up against a streaking, nung time na yon, a streaking St. Benil Blazers. Well, of course, St. Benil lost to Jerio yesterday. But St. Benil was on a 4-game winning streak or a 3-game winning streak before they went up against the Perpetual Altas. So mainit-init pa talaga yung St. Benil nung time na yun. And it was tough for the team of Coach Mike Sagigit to really, extinguish the fire or yung heat na dinala ng St. Benil Blazers. Kita naman dito, 3-point field goals pa lang. That is 7 more 3-point shots from the St. Benil Blazers. Yung turnover story, halos pareho yan, pero mas marami na convert dito ang St. Benil. Bench points dominated by the Blazers. Offensive rebounds, yan ang isang pwedeng tignan ni Coach Mike Sagigit. Yan ang naging advantage nila against the St. Benil Blazers as well as their second chance points. They have the talent. They have maybe their lack of experience yung nagiging and of course a new coach, a new culture, a new system. But still, itong Perpetual Altas is always scary when you go up against them.
It's also one of those kumbaga isa sa mga koponan to watch in Season 97. Ironically, binanggit mo yung kanilang discrepancy dun sa 3-point shooting against St. Benil because they have the guy who leads the league in 3-point field goals made. It's Jello Razon. When he's on fire, his stroke is as smooth as butter. Itong si Jello Razon had 23 big markers in their last game in a losing effort. Also had 6 boards and 3 steals, Mike.
Well, like what we said, the big three of Jello Razon, Kim Aurin, and Jeff Egan. 3 of our top 10 scorers in the league come from the Perpetual Altas. Now, yun ang nagiging target ng mga nakakalaban nila. We just have to stop these 3 because the next top scorer after the 3 is Peter Pan Barcuma with only less than 6 points a game. Kaya yun ang nagiging game plan ngayon ng teams na nakakalaban itong Perpetual Altas. But Ang nakakatakot naman is kung tatlo silang gumawa naman, mahihirapan din naman yung mga kalab nila. So it'll be exciting to see, will they show the offense that they want, and can they defend itong opensa naman ng Mapua?
Let's focus our matchup now. Our key matchup for our ball game, Mapua against Perpetual Help. It will be Mapua's Paulo Hernandez against Kim Aurin. Lamang dito medyo sa offense itong si Kim Aurin this season. But what do you notice? Ano yung kumbaga nagsa-stand out sa'yo? Dapat abangan ng ating mga basketball fans with this matchup, Hernandez versus Aurin.
Well, two of the best small forwards in the league. Yes, Kim Aurin is the more lethal scorer, but Paulo Hernandez has been that guy that they go to, especially with the clock winding down. Yung kailangan na nila ng game-sealing basket, it has been Paulo Hernandez who has really taken that role na siya na yung pupunta nila sa end game. So it'll be exciting. Kim Aurin also, alam naman natin, one of the best scorers in the league as they go up against each other. Tignan natin kung sino magwawagi sa matchup na to.
Well, one thing's for sure, mga kapuso, expect a fast-paced ball game because these two teams, number 2 and number 3 in fast break points in season 97, number 2 with 14.2 fast break points per game. Ang Perpetual Help samantala, number 3 naman, itong Mapua University, 13 fast break points per game. When we return, action between Perpetual Help and Mapua dito lamang sa inyong NCAA Season 97 live on GTV.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower your...
Afternoon and welcome to our main game, Mapua University versus University of Perpetual Help System Delta, here at the St. Benil Gym, live on GTV and international channels at GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News International. The NCAA Season 97, Stronger Together, Buo ang Puso. And now, here are the starting five, beginning with the Mapua University Cardinals. Power forward number 24, Toby Agustin. Also forward number 10, Adrian Nokum. Shooting guard number 8, Brian
Starters
Laka.
for the Mapua University Cardinals ang unang pinapakilala dito for our main game this Wednesday double-header. Maraming salamat mga kapuso. Ayan po ang panimula ni Coach Randy Alcantara, Lakap, Pido, Warren, Bonifacio, Boni. You got Agustin and Nokum rounding it up para sa Mapua na nakadilaw ngayong hapon. Para naman sa Perpetual Help System Delta Altas, Coach Mike Sagigit will go with these 5 players. Makikita natin on your screens. There it is with Barkuma, Peter Pan, Jeff Egan, the team captain. Mark Omega will be the man in the middle. And rounding it up will be Kim Aurin and Christian Tagaran. Mike's
nag-adjust dito si Coach Randy Alcantara as Brian Lakap usually comes off the bench for Mapua. That spark that they have coming off that bench, and si Brian Lakap. Sa kabila naman, Jello Razon will continue to come off the bench as Peter Pan Barkuma has really emerged as their top point guard, talking about Perpetual, and he will get that start for the Altas.
Nakita natin ating mga opisyales. Referee Rivano Escaria ang 2 of 3 ating mga opisyalis. Tatlo ang ating opisyalis, si referee Dario pala ang ating pangatlong referee for this game. First possession para sa Altas. Mentes sa unang attempt, but a battle for the loose ball. Aurin and Bonifacio, tatawagan si Bonifacio ng first turnover for traveling violation.
Papalaban dito si Warren Bonifacio. Just the game. Yung last game nila, si Justin Arana ang kinailangan niyang bantayan. Ngayon naman si Omega. Not as skilled as Justin Arana, but the energy and the motor of this big man. Ayan, mapapalaban dyan si Warren.
Here's our Aurin, 6 seconds to shoot. Good challenge. Good stop para sa Mapua. Now, here's their chance to get on the scoreboard first. 40 seconds gone by here in the first.
That's how you want to start the ball game para sa Mapua. Great defensive possession for them. Pero kanino ba sila pupunta dito?
It's an ISO now, 8 to shoot. Nokum. Now from the outside, yes! Para sa tres!
22 seconds of great defense there for Perpetual. 22 seconds, pero on the last few, dun pa, nakapukol itong Mapua.
And Perpetual help answers with an easy 2. Laki Pagaran.
This is also what you want to see naman galing sa Perpetual. Somebody else needs to be aggressive for the Altas. We talk about their big 3. Pero kinakailangan medyo may ambag din yung ibang players ng Altas.
Check that. That was Jeff Egan scoring the first 2 points para sa Perpetual. Or was it Pagaran?
Pagaran.
It was Pagaran. So I was correct. Nokum losing the handle on the leather. Here's Aurin. He will set the table up para sa Altas. Egan up top, calling the shots. Aurin will take the elbow jumper.
I'd take that if I were Mapua. Gustuhin ko ng pumukol galing sa labas si Kim Aurin kesa yung gumugo hard.
Nokum, yes, para sa Dragons. And just like that, Mike's 2 3-point field goals right off the gates para sa Cardinals.
That's already half of how they shot or how many yung na-shoot nila nung last game nila against St. Benilde. 4 lang ang napasok nilang 3 puntos nung huling laro. Ngayon 2 na. With 2 minutes pa lang ang lumilipas sa ating laro.
And like I said earlier, expect a high, fast-paced, high-octane game between these 2 teams. Number 2, number 3 in fast break points sa ating Season 97. Let's go to our first report of our game, courtesy of Miss Chloe Carrillo for Mapua.
Thank you, Andre. Gusto nga pakilala ng Mapua Cardinals ngayon araw na meron pa silang laban at nagbabalik ang killer instinct na nakita natin sa unang 3 panalo nila. Inamin naman ng team na naging mahirap para sa kanilang moral ang pagkatalo. At sabi nga ni starting point guard JJ Pito na para daw siyang pinangungot sa sunod na 2 pagkatalo nila. Pero ngayong araw hindi matutulog ang Cardinals sa kanilang depensa. They're banking on better communication for offensive decisions and establishing a stronger defensive game early on. Sabi nga ni team captain Warren Bonifacio, hindi na tayo pwede matalo. Papatunayan natin na defensive team tayo at magbabalik tayo sa paraan kung saan tayo mananalo at yan sa hindi pagtulog sa depensa. Kaya Andre at Mikey, mukha bang maganda ang gising ng ating Cardinals?
Mukhang maganda, Chloe. Thank you for that update. Dahil 3 3-pointers right away para sa Mapua Cardinals. So that answers the question, magandang gising.
Nagpapaulan na kagad dito ang Mapua Cardinals. Again, 4 of 23 in their last game. Ngayon, 3 out of 3 from the outside. At ang kagandahan pa, 3 different players yung nakashoot, hindi lang iisa. What a start here for the Mapua Cardinals, up by 5.
So far, so good for the Cards. Number 6 in the league in 3-point field goals made at 24.5%. So far, so good nga dahil 3 nagpapaulan kaagad. Mukhang ulan sa labas, dito umuulan na ng 3 mula dito sa Mapua Cardinals. Here's Nokum, another 3, will it go? Are you kidding me? Yes! Para sa 3! 4 threes for the Cardinals to start the ball game. They're up 8, 12-4. Manatili lamang dito sa GTV for your NCAA Season 97.
But that's a nice move coming from Will Gozum. Gozum from the free throw line. Bilang dating NCAA Juniors MVP, hindi na nagsayang ng oras si Will Gozum na muling ipakita ang kanyang lakas at galing sa kanyang pagbabalik sa OG Collegiate Sports League ng bansa. Unang laro pa lang, nagparamdam na agad si Big Will.
First basket for season 97.
But despite the opening day defeat to the defending champion Letran Knights, Gozum showed great promise and emerged in the next 2 games of the CSB Blazers. Sa laban ng St. Benilde kontra LPU, fumiesta si Gozum, dominating the Pirates in the paint and getting to the free throw line at will.
Former NCAA Juniors MVP Will Gozum receiving end. Laro pa is sent back by Gozum.
Gozum finished with 15 points and 8 rebounds in the 79-68 win. But his best performance yet came.
4 out of 4 from 3-point land to start the game. Ngayong hapon para sa Mapua Cardinals, Mikey Reyes. Tinanong kanina ni Chloe kung maganda ang gising. Magandang. 4 yun. Kasi 4 na 3 kagad. Magandang gising.
Papaulan na dito sa loob ng Lasal Green Hill St. Benilde Gym itong Mapua Cardinals as we look at the tail of the tape. Kita natin dyan. Assists number 1 ang Perpetual as well as blocks. Kabila naman, medyo nagsa-struggle sa perimeter points. Pero maganda-ganda yung opposing points in the paint naman ng Mapua Cardinals. And now, 4 of 4 from deep is Mapua. Para na ako sirang plaka. Last game, 4 of 23. Ngayon, 4 of 4. Pero ito si Jeff Egan off the timeout, converting and cutting this deficit to 6.
Siguro yun talaga yung tinutukan, no, nila Coach Randy Alcantara in training. Because after shooting, as you said, 4 of 23 in their last game, now the perfect 4 of 4. Let's see if tuloy-tuloy ang pag-init ng Cardinals mula sa 3-point country with 5:45 remaining here in the first. Balikan naman natin samantala. Let's go to our first report for this game. Michelle Naldo for the Altas. Michelle.
Andre and Mikey, malaking laro nga ito para sa Perpetual Altas. Pag tinignan ang bigger picture, at ito yung in-emphasize ni Coach Mike sa koponan niya. Kahit gusto man sana niyang tingnan na 1 game at a time, opposite ang approach niya dito kasi this is a must game for them. At sabi pa niya, alam din ito ng Mapua Cardinals. Kaya for sure, di magiging careless sila. Ang payo ni Coach, just love the pressure of basketball at hindi yung pressure na di makakabuti sa atin. Nakausap ko si Captain Ball Jeff Egan tungkol dito at sinabi niya sa akin na para sa akin, pressure is a privilege. Ibig sabihin ng nun, may naniniwala sa amin. And it gives us the opportunity to do something extraordinary. I checked in din with the rest of the team like Kim Aurin and Joey, the Peter Pan Barkuma at ganadong na silang lahat to contribute their individual strengths para manalo as a team today. Kaya kahit natalo man sila sa kanilang last game, abay mas excited pa sila para mag-bounce back sa game na ito. Balik sa inyo, Andre and Mikey.
Thank you, Michelle. And that is actually yun yung talagang susi. You know, Michelle speaking to the team captain, also Jeff Egan and to Peter Pan Barkuma nga, na talagang they really want to bounce back. Perpetual Help is one of those teams na pwede pero may mga dapat pang i-tweak, you know, because they're a really good team.
Oh, they have the talent and I like what Jeff Egan said, pressure is a privilege. Tama nga naman, kung lalaro ka ng walang pressure, walang naniniwala sa'yo. Pero dito, medyo chumarjing itong si Jeff Egan called for his first foul of the game. At 10 na ang kalamangan dito ng Mapua. They were hitting from the outside. Pero tingnan muna natin, Jeff Egan, great defense for Brian Lacap. Sold that call, binili ng referee. Bola, babalik sa Cardinals.
Inakaro ni Jeff Egan
Pero simula nung 3 or 4 na 3 puntos ng Mapua, ngayon 4 na 2-point field goals naman tuloy-tuloy. Kaya 20-8 na ang ating talaan.
The biggest lead para sa Mapua Cardinals at 12 points under 5 to play. Perpetual needs to get a bucket here. They want to keep in step at wag maiwanan dito sa first quarter pa lamang. 6 to shoot. Away off the mark para sa Perpetual Help. Si Omega, not something that you want to see. So Coach Mike Sagigit, lokum another 3. At yan, heat check para sa Mapua from beyond the arc.
Sobrang saya ko kung ako si Coach Randy and I would see Omega take those shots as Kim Aurin does what he does best. Goes all the way to the rim. one of the strongest small forwards in the league, itong si Kim Aurin.
First basket there para kay Kim Aurin. One of the veterans para sa Perpetual Health. Down 10, 20-10 is our tally. Mapua executing their offense so far. Really hot from the outside, pounding it inside with Bonifacio there.
At ang kagandahan sa ginagawa ng Mapua, they're sharing the basketball a lot better here today. Finding easy baskets, outside, inside. 4 assists na ang Mapua in 8. So half of their field goals came off of assists. So that's a good sign para sa Mapua to start the game.
Nagbalasa na si Coach Mike Sagigit. Jelo Razon coming in for the first time.
Medyo minalas na dun yung tira ng Mapua. The ball will go back to the Altas, and Jelo Razon, usually when he comes in, talagang ang role niyan is tumira ka lang ng tumira kasi kailangan natin ng opensa coming off of that bench.
Febas also now in the game para sa Perpetual Health. Aurin, high-low. Tapik nga lang ng Mapua. Another turnover para sa Altas. Here are the Cards, up 10.
A lazy pass there coming from Kim Aurin. And a passive Kim Aurin is something we don't want to see, or what Coach Mike doesn't want to see.
Good tap mula kay Aurin, 8 to shoot. Here's an outside bomb again! Yes! Para sa Chris! Kailangan na talagang i-fire extinguisher itong Mapua. Nag-iinit.
5 of 7. At sila Kap doon, nakakadalawa na as well as Adrian Nokum. And another turnover here. Ball will go back to Mapua. And as hot as Mapua has been, Perpetual has been shooting themselves on the foot. At 13 na ang kalamangan dito ng Mapua. Mapapatay mo muna si Coach Randy.
Iba-iba tayong mga Pilipino. Magkakaiba tayo ng pinanggalingan.
Matatagpuan tayo saan man sa mundo.
Magkakaiba tayo ng estado sa buhay.
Magkakaiba tayo ng salita.
At kulay sa politika.
Pero magkakatulad ang pangarap natin.
Para sa Pilipinas,
at sa bawat Pilipino, disente at ligtas na buhay.
at magandang kinabukasan.
Nasa ating lahat ang responsibilidad.
Sa bawat kandidato,
sa bawat botante,
at sa mga tagapagbalitang gagabay sa desisyon ng mamamayan.
para makamit ang pangarap ng ating minamahal na bayan.
Kaya ngayong eleksyon, maging tapat, mapanuri at patas.
Sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa.
Lahat tayo dapat totoo.
The GMA News and Public Affairs Election 2022 Advocacy.
Live tayo sa GTV and also online sa Facebook at sa YouTube, NCAA Philippines page. Tingnan natin si Arvin Gamboa. Well, waiting for his breakout ang nababasa natin dito, Mikey. Dahil if there's one guy, dahil lagi natin pinag-uusapan, siyempre sinawagan mo ni Fashion, Nokum also a breakout year this season. But it's Gamboa that still has yet to find his stroke na talagang tuloy-tuloy consistency ba?
Pero yung role din kasi ni Arvin Gamboa is not really known. He's not really known as a scorer. So 6 points and 6 rebounds isn't all that bad for a guy na hindi mo naman talaga inaasahan score. But still, maganda. Meron siyang mayambag na mas malaki. And ang kagandahan din ng Mapua ngayon, as hot as they've been on the offensive end, they have contained Perpetual to only 10 points so far in the first, and they haven't fouled yet. Talking about Mapua. Honest defense.
Habang nasa penalty na.
Oo,
yung Perpetual Health. Razon. We know if Jelo Razon gets hot, he just needs to warm up. Meantime, an outside three. Mula kay Egan. Balik tayo kay Nokum and the Cardinals. What a sidestep! Everything but the shot mula kay Nokum.
That's been a trend for Renz Nokum at least the past couple of games. Yung mga easy layups na gano'n nagmi-mintis pa. Although, the moves are there. Talagang everything but the basket lang. Pangalawang mintis para kay Egan.
Ball will stay with the Mapua Cardinals.
Subdivision, Paulo Hernandez coming in for Adrian Nokum.
Mapua is a team on a mission. Like my partner, According to the Sultan of Stats, Pong Ducanes.
And on a mission, Gamboa trying to break out here today.
Ikaw din daw, Brad,
may mga mission daw eh. Mga mission ako sa buhay.
dapat pala, we should always be on your good side. Mahirap na.
Another 3-pointer. Nag-miss na lang dun.
Kala ko, papasok na naman isang bomba ng Mapua. So far, the Cardinals hot from the outside in case you're just tuning in. 5 threes. Let's see if Perpetual finally gets their first three down the drain. Jeff Egan with 7.
He's not always gonna make them, but trust us, he's always gonna take them. Jeff Egan missing 2 straight on the 3rd try. Pumasok na yan. 3rd time's a charm para kay Jeff Egan.
Egan, for a big man, averaging pretty well from beyond the arc, 38% from 3-point land here in season 97. 7 to shoot. Bonifacio attacks the inside. Babalik sa Perpetual help. Ang bola here sa Razon. Tumuloy-tuloy!
Everything but the shot there para kay Jello Razon. Kung pwede lang highlight yung mintis, madami ng highlights yan si Jello Razon. Hilig niya dun sa mga jackknife na layup eh.
Jackknife.
Oh, dipsy
let go and let God. Diba sabi mo?
Let go and let go!
Oh, and
keep letting it go! Brian Lakap! 3rd triple in the 1st quarter.
Ayoko na nga paulit-ulit yung yes para sa tres.
Para na tayong sirang plaka dito eh.
Nakalimang na yata.
Ilan na bang 3 points sila? 6? 6 na.
6 na. 6 of 9.
Again guys, 4 threes lang yung na-convert nila last game against St. Benil.
Check that, 6 of 10 ang Mapua from beyond the arc. You have 3 from Lakap, 2 from Nokum, Agustin with a 3. That's 6 of 10, 60% from 3-point land. Itong Mapua Cardinals to start the game. This season, again, as I said, as a team, they average 24.5%.
That's not a high clip, but today 60% to start the game. 26-point quarter for Mapua. Another block there. 1 foul the whole quarter for Mapua. So they really did their homework entering this game and producing on both ends.
We'll expect a lot of threes in our highlights as we take a look. Jeff Egan, the drive there, and then came the bombs mula sa Mapua University Cardinals, nailing 6 out of 10 from beyond the arc. There's 1. And then Nokum, there's 2. And more threes para sa Mapua Cardinals here in the 1st quarter. Ating recap, 26-13. Up by 13 itong Mapua. 2nd quarter when we return. Dito lamang sa GTV for your NCAA Season 97.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihingi.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Wednesday afternoon, mga kapuso, live from the St. Benil Gym in La Salle Green Hills dito sa Mandaluyong City. Andre Felix alongside Mr. Shoot First, former collegiate standout, turned vlogger, turned YouTuber.
Feeling ko, nanonood tong mga Mapua.
Sa'yo?
Shoot first sila today 6 of 10 from deep. Pero may 5 assists so baka hindi rin nanonood na shoot first.
Tingnan mo yung perimeter points, 18-3 in favor of the Cardinals. Egan now on the run para sa Altas. Back to Egan, cross court. And that 3 is short. Another try, Jello Razon.
And that's the spark that we were talking about coming off of Coach Mike's bench. Jello Razon hitting his first field goal of the game. And you brought it up, Andre, yung perimeter points ng Mapua. They're known for that, yung guards talaga nila. Because last game, 29 perimeter points sila, only 21 for Arellano.
That was a long 2 lamang mula kay Jello Razon. A post move inside. Count that in para kay Asuncion.
Asuncion nag-aampag din para kay Coach Randy and everything is just going great for Mapua. Still a 13-point lead for them.
Ilan ang perimeter points ng Mapua? They're number 3 in the league. Averaging 29 points, perimeter points per game. Meanwhile, Razon back-to-back baskets. Coach Mike Sagigit nodding in approval.
One of the streakiest shooters in the NCAA, Jello Razon. You said it earlier, once he gets himself going, mahirapan na silang pigilan yan.
Grabe, 18 perimeter points na itong Mapua. They're 11 perimeter.
Oh! Another one! 7 threes for Mapua.
Naubusan na ako.
Wala na. Yes, para sa tres pa rin ba?
Well, I need to correct myself. Perpetual is number 3 in perimeter points, pero dito na-outscore sila ng Mapua, who's number 7 in that category here in season 97. Here's Razon. Now the biggest lead. 14, not for long. Razon, 6 points off the bench para kay Jello Razon.
And 6 straight points para kay Jello Razon. Mapua needs to do a better job in containing Jello. It's like what we said. Pag uminit yan, medyo mahirapan sila. But Perpetual needs to play better defense kasi nagpapuyuan lang sila dito.
Here's another 3. Yes! Para sa 3! Para kay Garcia. Wacky Garcia joining the 3-point party. Mapua's throwing this Wednesday afternoon.
We're having a count here. 3-point count right now. 8 already. In only the first 13 minutes of play. 8 3-point shots para sa Mapua.
8 3-pointers. 6 came in the first.
Ayaw nila ng 2 Gusto nila sa labas. Mintis yung layup doon ni Gamboa.
Razon attacks. Goes all the way. Count the continuation play. Bonus coming Jello Razon's way.
Already said it, one of the streakiest shooters in the game, Jello Razon. Pero dito, Paulo Hernandez, no foul, no problem. Hits the basket. Another 3. That was their 7th 3 of the game. Ito yung pang-8. Kitang-kita mo naman the confidence, all the confidence in the world para sa mga Mapua players. That was Wacky Garcia hitting his own version of a 3-pointer. And there have been 5 guys who have hit at least 1 3-pointer for Mapua, led by Brian Lacap with 3, Renz Nokum with 2, Agustin, Garcia, and Hernandez 1 apiece.
Mapua, 61.5% from 3-point land this afternoon. Again, paulit-ulit tayo, Mikes. Here's a team that doesn't really shoot high from beyond the arc as a team, just 24.5%. But today, magandang gising nga.
Oo, maganda. I think parang yung 2 pa nila yung nagsa-struggle sila. Kim Aurin, known for those drives to the basket, gets a foul, 2 free throws for him.
Yan na rin yung pagka-veterano ni Kim Aurin.
Hindi, on the ground pa daw, sabi ng referee. So labas bola lang. 7 assists so far for Mapua is the only 2 for Perpetual. So Perpetual needs to share that basketball a little bit better. But if you have scorers, isolation scorers like Aurin and Razon on the floor, hindi na rin masyado kailangan niya because you want them to establish themselves and get their rhythm ASAP.
Warning ang tinawag kay Coach Mike Sagigit ng Perpetual Health for improper bench decorum. little bit of complaining mula kay Coach Mike doon sa ating opisyalis. Tinawagan ng warning. Balik sa Mapua ang bola. 6:23 left here in the second period. 12-point lead para sa Mapua. Just lording it over. Now going inside. Hindi nga lang nakakonvert. Stepping on the lines. Kim Maureen. Ball will remain with the yellow shirts.
You
14 on the clock.
You gotta love the aggressiveness though of Arvin Gamboa. Really trying to find his offense, trying to break out. 6 points per game pa lang ang nabibigay ni Arvin Gamboa sa kanyang koponan.
Here's another 3. Oh my goodness! Yes! Para sa 3!
Pati yung mga player na hindi natin alam na may tira sa labas. May tira na rin sa labas. Asuncion, 5 points his first 3-pointer of the game. 6 na sila na nakakashoot galing sa labas. 9 3-pointers in the first.
Tinanong ko kanina si
14 minutes pa lang.
Coach Randy from afar. Coach, anong diskarte natin against Perpetual Altas? Wala naman siya sinabing mag-iinit sila mula sa labas this afternoon. But they go inside to Warren Bonifacio. That's easy too. If he's that open, that close.
Yep, that's too easy para kay Warren Bonifacio. Perpetual needs to do a better job playing defense. Di pa lumalamang ang Perpetual sa ating laro. At ito na ang pinakamalaking kalamangan naman ng Mapua at 17.
Razon. They need to get Razon going fast. A timeout on the floor. 5:16 ating nalalabi sa ating second quarter. This is the biggest lead of Mapua at 17, 39-22.
Halos kabubukas pa lang ng NCAA Season 97, may init na laban at tagpo na po agad ang nasaksihan ng mga basketball fan. Isa rito ang pagbagsak ng sentro ng Arellano Chiefs na si Justin Arana matapos magtamo ng injury sa tuhod. Pero gaya ng isang bola, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang paggulong ng kanyang karera. Makitime tayo kay Chino Trinidad.
Nang mabuwal ang higante ng Arellano University sa fourth quarter ng laban kontra sa San Sebastian noong Marso 27, maraming nagkakala na yun na ang katapusan ng senior year ni Justin Arana. Ang 6'6" na sentro ang isa sa pinakamahalagang piyesa sa paghahabol ng Chiefs ng Final Four slot tungo sa ambisyong makapasok sa finals.
Para sa scheme of things ng Arellano Chiefs, gaano kahalaga itong si Justin sa inyo?
Hindi lang naman siya ang best center sa Arellano. Parang sa buong tournament siya ang best center.
I think the first game, Ralph Robin had 7 nailed threes earlier. At ngayon, kumamada na nga ng siyam itong Mapua. At the half, Miss Muriel Lomadilla will perform for us. Abangan yan, mga kapuso. Itong mga inaabangan dito sa NCAA Season 97. Sa Kapuso Network ang mga halftime performances from our Kapuso artists. So that's something to watch out for if you're into entertainment. And kahapon biniro ko si kasamang Bo Belga. Binigyan mo ng trabaho. Si Big Bo, extra rice. Tinanong ko kung kakanta siya.
So ma-sideline si Big Bo dito sa NCAA. Bumalik sa kanyang saan siya nang galing.
Mawala ka ba ng trabaho?
Oo, ang galing eh. Galing ni Big Bo kahapon eh. Babawasan ako ng laro dito. But we look at the 3 points, yung 3-point percentage ng Mapua. Sabi mo nga, less than 25% in the season. Today, 64% from deep.
9 of 14. Let's go back to Perpetual's side. They're down by 17. Michelle Naldo has an update on the Altas.
Andre and Mikey, tinanong ko si Coach kung may player ba na nag-surprise sa kanya in terms of performance. At sabi niya talagang si Joey the Peter Pan Barcuma. Alam niyo ba, si Coach mismo yung nagbigay ng nickname ng Peter Pan sa isang team building session nila. Grabe talaga ang coach-athlete relationship ng dalawang to. Mula sa juniors team pa ng Altas, itong si Joey Barcuma, nung nandun din si Coach Mike. At ngayon, dinala na siya dito to play with the big boys. Sabi niya kahit makita niyang maliit nga si Joey for the league, doble naman ang pinapakita niyang sipag at puso. Ayon naman kay Joey, grabe din ang ang ginawa ni Coach Mike kasi siya yung nag-alaga sa kanya since lumipat dito sa Manila galing ng Bukidnon. Pero ang talagang rason sa kanyang masiglang laban dito sa season 97 ay ang paniniwala ng mga coach sa kanya na dumadagdag ng kumpiyansa. That's why Andre and Mikey, through anything, we see him try to keep in step with his seniors. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. Joey the Peter Pan Barkuma, one of the players na talagang saya din panuorin. Although today, Barkuma still no points. Make that just one of two from the line. Itong si Joey Peter Pan Barkuma.
Averaging 5.6 points a game along with 3.8 assists itong si Peter Barkuma. Did you know that when he graduated from high school sa Altalets, sa juniors ng Perpetual, nag-try muna siya mag-seniors dito. Si Coach Frankie pa nung time na yon. Kaya lang nandun sila Edgar Charcos, hindi nabigyan ng opportunity. So kinuha muna ni Coach Mike sa Olivares College.
So kaya pinil, tapos ngayon sa seniors na.
Balik siya.
Meantime, count those 2 points again for Ferdy Asuncion. Let's go back now to Mapua side with Chloe Carrillo. Chloe.
Yes, Andre, nakapanayam po nga si Head Coach Randy Alcantara bago ang laro at inasahan niya na ang changes at combinations na ginawa niya sa starters ay magiging effective ngayong araw. Pero nakita natin na sustain sa starters ay si Renz Nocum. Nasabi niya sa akin na dahil sa kanyang ankle sprain, hindi siya naging 100% sa mga huling laro. Pero nasabi niya din na kapag nasa court na siya, nasa isip niya na lang ay makatulong sa team at biglang nawawala ang sakit. Gusto niyang patunayan na hindi lang sila ang karapat-dapat manalo, kundi mas gusto nilang manalo. Kaya Andre and Mikey, mukha bang wala na ang sakit ng ankle ni Renz Nocum?
Well, di kailangan ng ankle, di kailangan ng shooting nyo eh. 10 threes in the first half.
And they just tied. Meanwhile, a three-pointer mula kay Kim Aurin for Perpetual help. That is just Perpetual's second three-pointer made. Mapua has already tied the most threes by a team here in season 97, which was EAC. Can they overtake? And yes, para sa tres, yes, they do. Mapua now sets 11 three-pointers made as a team here in season 97, the highest total.
Pero yung EAC buong game eh. Ngayon, first half pa lang.
May 3 minutes pa nga sa second quarter.
3 minutes pa nga sa second quarter. 11 threes already for the Mapua Cardinals. And what a way. We were thinking, or we were wondering how they will bounce back off that 2-game losing streak against Letran and Arellano. And what a way to react to that, man. 11 threes in the first half so far here for Mapua.
Here's Barkuma for 3.
Tsaka yung ibang tres nila dito, Andre, challenged, medyo 1-2 steps away from the three-point line. So, sometimes if you're Coach Mike Sagigit, hintay mo na lang medyo lumamig, pero mukhang hindi pa lalamig. Itong Mapua, another jump shot there. Perimeter jump shot naman para kay Warren Bonifacio.
Bonifacio now with 6. And the lead has ballooned to their biggest at 23 points, 49-26 in favor of the Mapua Cardinals.
Hi, I'm AJ Benson. I'm 25 years old. I'm 6'4". I play the forward/guard position for the CSB Blazers. It's a privilege to do that for my brother/Pinsan, Justin Guteng. You're gonna see all our work that we put in, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Warren Bonifacio, 23 years old, 6'4", forward from the Mapua Cardinals. Taga San Simon, Pampanga. Boni lang yung tawag sa akin, Boni. Bukod sa basketball, habis ko yung paglalaro ng computer games. Tapos yun, yung pag-programming dahil computer engineering ako. Kaya yun, naging habis ko na yun.
Hi, I'm Jeyo Ambohot, 25 years old, 6'7", position, power forward. Nanggaling ako sa New Bataan.
With 2 minutes and 36 remaining here in the first half, Thank you for joining us live tayo sa GTV para sa inyong NCAA Season 97. Take a look at the field goals. 3-point field goals made, 11 of 17. Ang Mapua shooting for 64.7%. Shot clock winding down for the Altas. Engan beating the buzzer but no go. Here are the Cardinals again on the run, down 23, Mikey.
Ang ganda na ng ino-offense. Ang ganda pa ng dinedepensa ng Mapua. They've contained an offensive team like Perpetual to only 26 points. Tapos pukol pa sila ng pukol from the outside. Sumona dito ang Perpetual. 12 na!
JJ Pito! 12 3-pointers made para sa Mapua Cardinals. Forgive me, Mikey, for interrupting you, but this is just going nuts right now. The Cardinals as a team shooting more than 60%, 12 of 18 from downtown.
Ito yung mga, how will you defend a team like this who just keeps on hitting from deep? Like, there's no one guy who has done it for Mapua. Umiikot ang bola, pumupukol sila galing sa labas. Challenged, open, man-to-man, zona. Kita mo naman, all from the perimeter ang score dito ng Mapua.
Gagamit na nga ako ng ibang catchphrase ng mga idol kong commentator. Gagamit na lang ako. Kasi puro tres na 38 out of the 52 came from the perimeter, has come from the perimeter. And look how efficient they are. Shooting 67% from three-point territory, shooting 47% from the shaded lane, 8 of 17 from two-point field goals, at 12 of 18 from downtown.
I don't know how many times you're gonna see the stat sheet and see na mas mataas pa yung percentage sa labas kesa sa loob.
Oh, that's a
usually
really
loob
good
ang mas madali, di ba?
An offensive foul will be called on Boral.
This is already a 36-point lead. 26-point lead. Charging foul there on Perpetual and ang bola nandito na naman sa Cardinals. Ang bilis balik sa man-to-man agad si Coach Mike.
Mike's, you in your heyday when you were balling.
Never ako nagkaroon ng team na 12 3-pointers.
No, but my question is, defense-wise, if you're Coach Mike sa gigit, sabi mo nga nagman, should they go to zone?
Honestly, just gotta keep competing. Because law of averages yun eh. Like, at some point, lalamig at lalamig itong Mapua. Ang ganda ng galaw doon. So you just gotta keep competing. You cannot suddenly become a fan na, uy, ang galing ng Mapua. 12 na yung 3 puntos nila, wala na tayong magawa. No, you have to keep competing. Because at some point, pag lumamig yan, you have to take advantage.
Problema, nakapuhunan na. 52 to 28, a 24-point lead. 14 seconds remaining in our first half. Last shot time para dito sa Cardinals. Will it be a 3? No, it's a drive. No go. Second try is good. Para kay Toby Agustin. And that ends this hot start para sa Mapua Cardinals. Second quarter highlights, a lot of threes still mula sa Mapua in this second quarter, and that's how they started, that's how they ended our first half, shooting 12 for 18 from three-point country, extending their lead at the half here, 54 to 28. Their biggest was at 26 points. Halftime performance coming your way. And a lot more halftime stats, analysis, abangan ninyo sa aming pagbabalik. Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 97 live on GTV. We'll return.
Narito na ang top 10 plays nitong nakaraang linggo sa NCAA Season 97 Men's Basketball. At number 10, CJ Cadwa steals the ball, goes all. Sa number 9, JB Bahio ng San Beda pinakita ang kanyang bagong spin move kontra sa JRU. Dito naman sa number 8, Robbie Naive sumugod kontra sa depensa ni Justin Arana at nakascore gamit ang kanyang kaliwang kamay.
Switching hands, Coach Jerry.
Here at number 7 is James Kwekute, reminding us why he's one of the best shooting guards, if not the best, in the NCAA.
James Kwekute with a step back 3.
Sa number 6, it's CJ Cadwa again, bringing his bully time tweet to the actual game. Pati si Benji Paras nagulat sa galaw na yon ni CJ.
What a move by CJ Cadwa, bully time!
Para naman sa number 5, Stefan Steinel fumiesta sa ilalim kontra sa CSB. Enka ang depensa.
Steinel the quick spin, Steinel the reverse.
Ganda nun. Ganda ng move nun.
Dito naman sa number 4, Jordan Santa Ana, dinaanan ng traffic at nakarating sa kanyang destinasyon.
On the scoop.
At number 3, the unstoppable Renz Abando is back on the list with 2 of his career-high 24 points in the NCAA. Para naman sa ating number 2 play, Enoch Valdez of LPU rises up for the first dunk in NCAA Season 97. At para sa ating number 1 play, ang Yanis ng Baste, JM Calma, humingi ng clear out, binangga ang depensa, umikot, tumira, puntos para sa San Sebastian. Abangan ang iba pang mga awesome plays mula sa ating mga collegiate basketball superstars sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 97. Sa pangalawang linggo ng bakbakan sa men's basketball tournament ng NCAA Season 97, mas umangat palalo ang level ng paglalaro sa pangunguna ng mga veterano ng liga. Pinangunahan ni Jello Razon ang atake ng Perpetual Altas sa kanilang laban kontra San Sebastian nung Biyernes. Career high performance ang pinakita ni Jello, scoring 22 points including 6 3-pointers.
Titira mula sa labas, Jello Razon with another 3-point bomb.
Ngunit sa second half, biglang kumamada ang big boys ng Baste.
Bullseye on the triple. Calma, titira mula sa labas, JM Calma.
Ang graduating team captain na si JM Calma, ginamit ang kanyang malayanis na galawan.
Calma, offensive rebound and put back.
At sa dulo ng laro, si Romel Kalahat naman ang nagbigay ng mga clutch baskets upang makuha ang 63-58 na panalo. At sa pangalawang laban nung Biyernes,
Mapua trying to extend the lead. Hernandez!
Isang crucial long-range shot mula kay Paulo Hernandez ang tumulong sa Mapua na makuha ang isang hard-earned 59-56 win kontra sa JRU.
Marcos lets it fly.
Noong Sabado, nasungkit ng CSB Blazers ang kanilang ikalawang sunod na panalo matapos talunin ang Arellano 76-71.
Corner shot, Naive is open.
Si Robbie Naive ang nagtapos bilang top scorer para sa St. Benilde with 19 points. Habang nag-ambag naman ng 17 points at 15 rebounds si Will Gozo. Ang sentro ng Chiefs na si Justin Arana ay nakapagtala rin ng double-double na 14 points at 11 rebounds sa kanyang pagbabalik mula sa injury.
Asagot si JP Maguliano for 3. And he gets the...
In the second game last Saturday, EAC escaped with a 70-69 win over LPU to attain their first victory of the season. JP Maguliano.
Stronger together, buong puso. Yan po ang tema ng 97th season ng NCAA. At the half, Mapua up 54-28. And talagang nagpakawala ng tres dito, shooting 12 of 18 from downtown to 66.7% from three-point land. Magandang hapon po muli mga kapuso. Andre Felix kasama si Mr. Shoot First, Mikey Reyes. Mikes, Hindi pa tayo tapos, nasa halftime pa lang, but Mapua shooting the lights out. You know, credit also to Perpetual Health. They tried shifting their defense from man-to-man to zone, but if there's one thing that you have to do, you gotta do to stop the way Mapua shooting, what would that be?
Wala, minsan mag-iintay ka na lang hanggang lumamig na itong Mapua Cardinals because a lot of these three-pointers that Mapua yung pinapakawalan ng Mapua are challenged or were challenged. As well as malayo din yung mga tinitira ng Mapua nung first half. Kaya importante for Perpetual to just keep competing, keep going at it on the offensive end, try to answer yung pinapakawalang mga puntos dito ng Mapua, and then slowly, you hope na sana lumamig itong konting Mapua. But for Mapua naman, well, this is one way to bounce back from two straight losses with 12 three-pointers in the first half.
As we take a look here, perimeter points, again, 12 threes made. So expect a lot of those, a bulk of those points coming from beyond the arc. 38-6, Mikey, ang perimeter points in favor of the Cardinals.
And you also have to commend their defense. Jello Razon and Jeff Egan, yes, 9 apiece para naman kay Aurin, 5. Pero yung iba, talagang pinagtulungan-tulungan na ng mga Cardinals natin. Points off turnovers as well, 11-0. Para sa Cardinals, second chance points. Ang laki rin ang kalamangan dito ng Mapua. And man, just an offensive display for the Mapua Cardinals in that first half. And we will see kung kakayanin ba itong ma-stop or ma-contain ng kahit konti lang ng Perpetual pagpasok ng ating second half.
Oh, Mapua scored 28 in that second quarter alone, and that's a total output already nitong Perpetual Altas. Hindi pa sila lumalabas ng kanilang dugout, so mahaba-habang sermon ito mula kay Coach Mike sa gigit on how to, sabi mo nga, contain itong Mapua from draining those outside long bombs because it's been raining threes inside the St. Benil gym this Wednesday afternoon.
Kita-kita natin si Coach Mike dito sa ilalim natin. Talagang nag-iisip, paano ba natin masa-stop itong opensa ng ng Mapua. Agustin with 13, Lakap with 9, and Nokum with 8. Pero ang dami pang umambag. Only 2 sa pinasok ni Coach Randy na 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 players. 8 have scored for the Mapua Cardinals. Coach Randy Alcantara, ang bilis ng dugout, ang bilis ng halftime speech. Para naman sa Perpetual, ngayon palang lumalabas itong mga Altas. Razon with 9, Egan with 9, and Aurin with 5.
You're right, Arvin Gamboa and si Jomer Mercado lang ang dalawang pinasok ni Coach Randy Alcantara na hindi pa gumagawa so far in this game. No Perpetual Help Altas player has scored in double figures, as you saw there, led by Razon and Egan with 9 apiece. Let's go back to our play of the half. Pwede bang plays of the half? Lahat ng tres na binitawan itong Mapua Cardinals?
Play yun. Dosing play.
Ito ang ating play of the half, Mikey.
Right there.
Dissect.
Right there. It was challenged. It was like two steps from the three-point line, but Agustin has just been on the mark all game long. 3 out of the 12 three-pointers ng Mapua in the first half, coming from Toby Agustin for 13 points, and that was the play of the half. Kitang-kita natin. But like what you said, isa lang yan dun sa dosing pinakawalan ng Mapua from the outside. So makikita natin kung kakayanin, kung lalamig pa itong Mapua pagpasok ng second.
Well, Toby Agustin was featured in our play of the half. Toby actually just averages 27.7% from three-point land, has nailed 5 out of 18 attempts dito sa Season 97 in 5 games played. So far, Toby has knocked down 3 out of 4 three-point attempts. Hence, he is the leading scorer, 13 points in almost 13 minutes played in the first 2 quarters. As we wait for our second half to resume, 1 minute and 36 on the clock before we continue and head on to our third quarter. Thank you again. Maraming pong salamat sa ating mga viewers, mga kapuso, for joining us ngayong Miyerkules na hapon, April 13, 2022, our last game day before we head on to the Holy Week break. It is Holy Wednesday, and then we will resume on Easter Sunday. Let's go back to our key matchup. You know, hinipe natin kanina to, It's a good matchup, pero so far, hindi sila ang naging kwento ng ating first half, Mikes.
Medyo malamig pareho si Paolo Hernandez and Kim Aurin in that first half. But like I said earlier, Paolo Hernandez has been that guy na talaga nagde-deliver, especially in crunch time for them. So hindi pa niya kailangan talaga. But for Kim Aurin, dahil isa siya dun sa tatlo, the big three of Perpetual, he needs to produce a little bit more in the second half if they want to make a game out of this. 26 points ang hinahabol nila. Malayo-layo pa ang ang kailangan gawin o madami-dami pa ang kailangan gawin ni Kim Maureen and company.
Kami po, we'll take a quick break, but when we return, third quarter action sa pagitan ng Mapua Cardinals at Perpetual Altas. Stay tuned dito lamang sa GTV para sa inyong NCAA Season 97 Stronger Together! Buo ang puso!
Ibahagi ang talino, siguradong gwapong-gwapo. Walang pikon dito, katuwaan lang at kwento. At kung hindi ka sigurado, ask mo.
Baklod, anong paborito mong buhatin pag nasa gym ka?
Dumbbell.
Sa mga teammates mo, sinong pabigat?
Si Sean Umali.
Gusto ko yung pag-name drop. Very good. Sean!
Kim, natawagan ka na ba ng traveling?
Maraming beses.
Saan ang favorite travel destination mo?
Sa Japan. Kasi ando yung side ng papa ko.
Kung coach ka sa team nyo, sino sa first five ang ibabangko mo?
Si Barba.
Bakit si Barba?
Masyado kaming kinukulit lahat eh. Kahit tulog kami, gigisingin kami na eh.
Nilaglag ka ni Renzo, sabi nangungulit ka daw.
Narinig ko nga yun eh. Ako na lagi nilalaglag ng mga yan eh.
Ano naman comment mo doon?
Third quarter now underway sa pagitan ng Perpetual Altas in their maroon uniforms against the Mapua Cardinals in their bright yellow uniforms. Again, in case you're just tuning in, Mapua shooting 12 of 18. 3-pointers nung first half. They scored 28 in the second quarter alone, and that's output na ng itong Perpetual Altas the whole game. And fun fact from our Sultan of Stats, Pong Ducanes, only one free throw attempt from Mapua in the first half. That was by Warren Bonifacio. Mintis pa yun.
Di pa na-shoot.
0 out of 1 of free throws itong Mapua. Samantala, from 3-point country nga, 12 of 18. But like what you said kanina during the break, ba't kailangan mo na free throws kung mainit ka naman mula sa labas?
Eto,
munti ka na, akala ko.
But
Papasok
exactly,
pa yun.
hindi ka naman makakakuha ng foul if you keep shooting from the outside. And if you're hitting from the outside, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to fix what's not broken. But itong si Omega, hopefully, wala namang broken, pero may iniinda dito. Yung right elbow ata, nakahawak siya ngayon.
We'll get an update, hopefully later, from Michelle Naldo on Mark Omega's injury status. There is Coach Mike Sagigit on your screens. A worried look. Omega, 2 points in 13 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field ngayong hapon.
Makikita natin dito, Andre, I think it was just off of the yung dive niyang yun. Mukhang naipit yung kanan kamay niya. Ito, naipit yung kanang kamay niya. Kita mo dyan, yun, naipit doon sa tuhod ng isang may pito.
Nakatayo na itong si Mark Omega. He will be walking to the Perpetual bench, I believe.
Matibay yan.
Or kung tutuloy siya sa ating laro. Well, so far hindi pa siya sinasabout. Coach Mike. So tutuloy. He will remain on the floor and continue playing para sa Perpetual help.
Ika nga ni Hammer, pagpag lang yan. Pagpag mo lang yan. Diba?
Depende din siguro kung sinong nagpapagpag dahil kung ganyan. And he will be replaced here.
Papahinga muna.
Papahinga muna ni Coach Mike. Si Omega Abyss will, John Cedric Abyss coming in here in this game for the first time, replacing Mark Omega, sustaining that right elbow injury. Egan loves that sidestep. Kaya lang naka-convert.
Hindi pa makabutas dito ang Perpetual.
Oh, nice drive mula kay Toby Agustin. And Agustin now at 15 markers to lead all scorers.
And you gotta love that decision para kay Toby Agustin. Kinlose out siya ng malayuan doon. Umatake siya. Sa kabila naman, atake kagad. Itong Perpetual at nabawi lang nila agad yung layup ni Agustin.
Still a long climb para dito sa Perpetual Altas. They will also need a lot of defensive stops to trim away this 26-point lead na kanilang kinaharap.
It's gonna start on defense para sa Perpetual. Ito, maganda yung dinedepensa nila dito.
Good defense there para sa Altas. That's one stop that they need. One possession at a time. Tumuloy-tuloy. Si Boral at the kick. At the three is good para kay Peter Pan Marguma.
The momentum dito sa ating second half, medyo napupunta sa Perpetual. Tingnan natin if they can, build something coming from that three-pointer ni Marguma.
23 points ang hinahabol ng Perpetual Altas. So they gotta stop. They converted on the stop with a 3 there. Tingnan natin if they can keep on playing high-level defense. Meanwhile, Toby Agustin na talagang mainit ngayong hapon. 17 markers now for Agustin.
And he's done it on all areas of the floor. Outside, perimeter, walang problema yan. Pero nakakuha ni Jeff Egan yung steal.
Oh, 3. Wala kay Razon feeling ng Perpetual bench. He was fouled from behind Boral. So, good, much needed offense mula kay Boral here. And to start the third quarter.
Better individual defense dapat para sa Perpetual. And they have to make a conscious effort and try to stop Toby Agustin, who was having the game of his career. Eto na naman siya, Andre.
Another 3! Bang! 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 Toby Agustin! 4 na 3 na.
20 points na. Tuminaw kay Coach Mike, nagkatinginan kami, natatawa na lang siya. Ganun ba kagaling yun? Oh, ito na naman
Agustin. He has the hot hand, why not? Locum will try the 3. Mintes. Tumatakbo ang mga naka-maroon. The Altas. Egan gets fouled. He will head to the line for 2 free throws. But let's go back to Toby Agustin. Here's a guy whom, kumbaga, this is a career game for Toby Agustin, no doubt. Toby is their 5th leading scorer here in season 97. And Toby, that's we take a look.
At the line, shooting 2.
Siyempre mula sa Mapua Cardinals. Mr. Melchor Divina, member of the management committee.
And his son.
Kaway na yan, masayang-masaya.
And his son.
Again, going back to Toby. Toby in 21 minutes played in 5 games already here in season 97, averaging 7.8 points per game.
Today, 20.
Eclipsing his season high at 14 points. 20 already just here in the third quarter, 6 to go. Oh, an offensive foul. Nakita ng ating opisyalis ang ward-off.
And that is the energy na dala ni Marguma. Pero tignan muna natin ito. Toby Agustin inside all the way from the 3-point line. Dito naman, pumukol. Hindi, nilapit pa ng konti. 1 dribble pull-up and this time from the outside. So lahat talaga pinakita na ni Toby Agustin. The whole bag pinapakita dito sa season 97.
Ball taken away. Losing it is Pido. Mananatili ang possession sa Perpetual Altas. 6 minutes and 13 remaining here in the third.
Straight
Garcia coming in.
Straight turnovers there para sa Mapua.
Mr. Frank Gusi of University of Perpetual Health System Delta Altas, member of the management committee. Also in attendance dito sa St. Benil Gym. And a 3 is good!
They've been making shots. Talking about Perpetual, they just need to make stops as well if they want to catch up dito sa 22-point lead ng Mapua.
Pagaran, second field goal made, 5 points para dito kay Pagaran.
A little too aggressive there was Marguma, but you're not gonna tell them to sag off. Kita mo naman yung energy na dala ni Marguma dito sa ating second half. Contagious yung ganyan klase.
Timeout on the floor with 5:46 remaining. Stay tuned to NCAA Season 97. Dito lamang sa GTV, lamang pa rin ng Mapua, 61-39 against the Perpetual Altas.
Ikinararangal ko pong ihandog sa inyo ang GMA News and Public Affairs Advocacy para sa eleksyon 2022 para sa patas at matalinong desisyon sa mga susunod nating iluluklok sa pwesto. Ako po ang inyong kapuso, Mike Enriquez. Ngayong eleksyon 2022, Ang buong sambayanang Pilipino dapat totoo.
Noong eleksyon 2019, ang ating panawagan at panata, pusuan ang totoo. Kaya lumibot tayo sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa para ipakilala at isulong ang mga katangian ng kandidatong totoo.
Pusuan ang totoo! Ngayong eleksyon 2022, sa harap ng hamon na ibangon ang ating bayan, lahat tayo, ang mga kandidato, ang mga botante, at ang pagbabalitang gagabay sa bayan, dapat totoo.
Ang mga tatakbo, dapat totoo. Totoong may paninindigan para sa tama. Dapat patapat, hindi magnanakaw o tiwali.
Totoong may plataforma. The Mapua Cardinals winning their first 3 games, dropping their last 2 before entering this game. Hot start so far. So, hindi na nga good. So great. 61-39 is their score. Now let's go back to Chloe Carrillo. Let's see if what updates she has on the Cardinals. Chloe.
Yes, Andre, pinapatunayan nga ng Mapua Cardinals that they are a defensive team since the goal for the second half is to limit the Altas to just 15 points. Para naman sa opensa, patuloy pa din ang pagsugod inside the paint para kumuha ng 3-point opportunities sa pagluwag sa labas. Asahan natin na patuloy ang ambag ng starting power forward na si Toby Agustina, certified batang NCAA dahil bago dumating sa Mapua, naging parte siya ng JRU Juniors team. Mikey and Andre, your thoughts?
Well, Chloe, thank you for that update on Mapua. Well, our thoughts still, well, you know, this Mapua is a great program, developing, kumbaga, homegrown from their juniors now up to their seniors. And yun nga, yung 2 losses nga, kasi diba, we hyped them to start, and rightfully so. They were tied with Letran and Sambeda at one point to start the season at 3-0, and then dropping their last 2. But they're right back on track with Warren Bonifacio knocking down perimeter J there.
And you talked about the program of Mapua. I believe that both Perpetual and Mapua, because of yung umangat lang yung high school coach nila, malaking bagay yun because they know a lot about the program, they control, they have a hand on the culture na binibuild nila as Jello Razon goes all the way to the rim. Pero yun nga, malaking bagay na yung high school coach mo. Inangat mo lang kasi ibig sabihin, may control siya sa parehong
Jello Razon at 11 as we take a look at Warren Bonifacio's jumper there. We talked about him on top of the coverage before the game even started. Warren Bonifacio averaging a double-double dito sa season 97, 10 points and 10 boards a game. So far, Warren Bonifacio already has 8 here in this game, has not contributed in that 3-point mark in Mapua.
Jello Razon, 12 points at the moment for Perpetual. And he has to get himself going, as well as Kim Aurin, who hasn't really touched the floor yet dito sa ating second half.
22-point lead. Para dito sa Mapua Cardinals, their biggest went up to as many as 28. Fast fake there in that corner. They're really being patient at Mapua when it comes to executing their offense, going inside, going outside. I thought Lakap was going to take the shot.
And you know what's ang ganda ng disiplina ng Mapua, because if you score, if you make 12 3-pointers in the first half, you can easily fall into that trap. Natira ka na ng tira sa labas kung ikaw ang Mapua. Pero ngayon, they have been disciplined. They still look for the best shot possible. Hindi sila nagpipilit.
Nakapuhunan na kasi. Meanwhile, Anton Tamayo, of course, former Perpetual player, now team manager of the Altas, beside Mr. Frank Gusi. 3 miss mula kay Egan. Garcia tracks down the board. Off and running are the Cardinals. Gamboa attacks Gamboa. Goes strong. Wala. Good stop mula sa Altas. Let's see if they can convert. Razon. The kick out to Egan. Using that screen. Egan. Corner 3. Barkuma. way off with that three-pointer just hitting side of the backboard.
They need to find better shots. We know Barkuma can hit that, but you have to attack the paint at least kahit isang beses man lang para medyo mag-rotate naman yung depensa ng Mapua. Tingnan natin kung sino bubunutin ni Coach Mike dito. Kim, ha? We haven't seen Kim already.
Paolo Hernandez will check back in. 15 on the shot clock into Mapua. Good find underneath. Good stop mula sa Perpetual Altas. Babalik ang bola. Altas with 3:49. Alrin is now going to check back in for Coach Mike Sagigit and Perpetual. Up there he is.
So both Alrin and Agustin. Agustin having the game of his short career so far. Ito sa NCAA, 20 points. Toby Agustin. And we still have 14 minutes of play.
Grabe, lamang pakit sila ng Perpetual dito. Perpetual Help still has a lot of time left. They just have to continuously play one possession at a time to chip that lead down into Mapua.
It'll be tough because at the moment, Kim Orin only has 5 points, which again, ano siya, top 10 in points per game in the whole league at 13.2 points per game. And
Short breaks mula dito kay Arvin Gamboa, giving Warren Bonifacio a breather. Ferdy Asuncion also back in the game para sa Mapua.
Binibigyan talaga ni Coach Randy ng kumpiyansa si Arvin Gamboa kung kakailanganin yan, especially when we go deeper into the season.
Take a look at the bench points. Hindi nagkakalayo. Lamang tatlo ang Perpetual, 16-13.
So if Mapua, of course, matagal pa talaga to. Sobrang tagal pa. But considering they're up by 22 and they have been playing really well as Laka. That is their 13th of the game and first here in the second half in terms of 3-point baskets. 13 na nga. Official count, 13 3-pointers so far here today.
3-point party continues para dito sa Mapua Cardinals, shooting 61.9%.
Just gonna go back to my point na,
yeah, go ahead.
If they do get this win, Mapua, as Jello Razon is starting to heat up or continues to stay hot dito sa ating laro. If they do get this win, malaking bagay yung talo ng St. Benilde kahapon against JRU because they will tie itong St. Benilde for 3rd place.
That's right.
Mapua.
That's right.
Masakit yun para
masakit, that was the first win of JRU. That's a big loss mula sa CSB and JRU stopping that 4-game win streak ng CSB after dropping their first game on opening day against the defending champs. The Letran Knights on the run are the Altas. Oh, difficult reverse is good para kay Pagaran, and that forces Coach Andy Alcantara to call for time. They're still ahead, 21 points, but momentum a little bit on the Perpetual Altas side. Kami po yung magbabalik dito sa inyong NCAA Season 97.
Maraming ingay ngayon sa ating buhay. Kaya, slow down muna tayo.
Sino ka ba?
Kailangan ko ng time for myself.
Wala na ako ginawa sa buhay ko kundi magbanda.
Marami tayong gusto pero hindi naman lahat natin nakukuha.
Care to share?
Kasi syempre, if I have the answer, di ba, di ang yaman ko na.
Healthy na kwentuhan?
Tell him na your goal now is to have a house in each.
Yeah.
Komportableng usapan.
No dating muna.
Sagot ko na yan.
Ganda nun, okay.
Yes.
Dapat ko dito.
Kaya share mo na dito sa Share Ko Lang.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
We're back inside the St. Benilde Gym sa LaSalle Green Hills. Magpapatuloy ng inyong NCAA on its 97th season live on GTV. Before we take the Holy Week break, 2 games on tap. This is our main game for this afternoon. ng mga Mapua 67-46 against Perpetual. Let's go back to the Altas side with this report from Michelle Naldo.
Andre and Mikey, all that Coach Mike is asking from his boys is to give a hard show, and there's a lot of work to be done here for the Altas. Nagkukulang nga sila sa perimeter defense at di sila maka-force ng turnovers. Kaya ani ni Coach, ang atin dapat ang pagdepensa. Nakukuha naman tayo ng punto sa labas, sa defense lang talaga. Kapansin-pansin din nga doon sa bench nila that their offense is getting frustrated. Kaya sabi ni Coach, dapat iniwan yun na yan lahat sa dugout and we go back again. Aurin, pretty quiet right now, despite telling me last night that he knows he needs to step up kasi alam naman niyang isa siya sa mga inaasahan dito. Pero inuulit ni Coach Mike ang importance ng game na ito, kaya kailangan talagang mag-step up ang ibang athletes at hindi lang yung big three nila. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. And we're talking about the big three. So far, Mikey, what is your assessment in itong big three ng Perpetual Altas? Talking about Egan, Razon, and Aurin, whom according to Michelle's report last night, he said kailangan talaga si Kim Aurin, especially in this game. But so far, Aurin just
5 points.
Yes,
5 points
subpar
here
game
today. And when you talk about the big three, Jello Razon, Jeff Egan, and Kim Aurin, Jello Razon and Jeff Egan, they get their points from the perimeter. Kumbaga 3 points, pull up, floater. Si Kim Aurin kasi yung talagang strong to the basket. Talagang kita mo naman yung kaha nitong si Kim Aurin, aatake at aatake. So it's important that he establishes himself down low. Kasi yung mga atake niyang yun will open the floor para naman, or medyo ikaklog yung lane para sa shooters ng Perpetual. So when Kim Aurin is not contributing on the offensive end, medyo manenegate mo yung shooters ng Perpetual.
Yung alam bitawan ni Paolo Hernandez ang bola, so possession will go back to Perpetual side.
14 seconds.
Jeff Egan then 10 points, although he is 4 of 13 from the field. So that's not an efficient outing for Jeff Egan so far.
Here's Aurin will attack his defender up and under. Good move mula kay Kim Aurin, now with 7 points.
Which proves my point. That is exactly his game. Attacking the basket, going strong to the rim. Tingnan natin kung medyo eto na.
Perpetual also stepping up their defense. Nakawala nga lang ang Mapua doon. Was able to cross the timeline. Hernandez will use that screen. Now on an island. Difficult fadeaway, short mula kay Hernandez.
Ganda. Defensive possession doon ng Perpetual, but they failed to complete it. Dahil natawagan ng out of bounds. Ito stepping. Si Jello Razon.
Commissioner. Ay, Cristobal.
Former team niya to.
Oo.
Diba?
Oh, the difficult one-foot fade. Hernandez.
That is tough. That is tough. Showing us the bag. Paolo Hernandez with 5 points.
So yata ma-feature sa shoot first.
Oo, mga ganyang galawan. Gusto natin yan. Skills.
Yun din yung mga inaabangan ng dapat challenge din yun. So really aggressive. No, but they really...
No honesty.
Yung ma-feature sa page ni Mikey Reyes, si shoot first. Ito yung galaw. Masado ba ito para sa'yo, Mike?
Oo, ganitong galaw. Oh, that fade away, one-legged fade away. Paolo Hernandez. And in fairness, because a lot of them, pag na-feature talaga and we show what they can do, talaga nagpapasalamat sila. Kasi yan din yung exposure na kakailanganin nila para talaga makilala itong mga players ng NCAA.
It's nice that you highlight them on social media. Dahil alam naman natin panahon ngayon ng social media. So for fans who are not familiar or hindi napapanood yung laging kanilang games and the highlights for them to see it, snippets of their game really means a lot to these young players. And we know the NCAA has produced a lot of Philippine basketball stars. Ang dami, kung babanggitin natin, baka di tayo matapos. Meanwhile, di naka-convert doon ng Mapua on the run is Razon, attacks, and look at the aggressiveness Ito yung binabanggit mo kanina, Razon, usually from the perimeter, Aurin's the one just attacking that interior defense. Pero you have to credit Aurin, Razon for continuously putting pressure on the interior defense of Mapua here in the third quarter.
Like what we said, they have to continue to compete. As we look at here, 24 points already in the quarter for Perpetual. 28. Buong first half na yun para sa kanila. So, completely different story when it comes to their offense para sa Perpetual Altas here in the second half. Although, Mapua still done a great job in maintaining that 19-point lead. 18 na lang dahil sa free throw ni Jello Razon.
Nakapuhunan kasi with those 12 threes made in the first half ang Mapua. Well, Perpetual has outscored so far 25-17 itong Mapua here in this third period. So ano yung sinabi, pinag-usapan nila Coach Mike at the half, might have worked dito para sa Altas because they really are stepping up kanilang offense and defense here in the third quarter with under a minute to play here, 20 seconds to go. 6-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Up and in para kay Noku.
20 seconds of great defense for Perpetual, but they still have a chance as Razon is fouled at penalty dito ang Mapua. That's not a good foul there para kay Brian Lakap. And a chance for Razon to napawiin yung 2 puntos ni Renz Nokum sa kabila. They can enter the fourth only down by 17. Talking about Perpetual.
Ginawagan din ng warning si Brian Lakap. Set in for a call. Warning. Here's Razon. So far 18. Make that 19 points now at 6 rebounds off the bench for Perpetual help.
Jello Razon, 5th leading scorer of the league at 14.4 points per game. Has hit up, hindi umabot, 20 na sana.
9 seconds of the third, the Steve! Alam mo kung pumasok yun talagang buena sa
Uy, na dahil.
Mapua.
But still a great third quarter for the Perpetual Altas. They win that by 8 points, 27-19. As we look at the highlights.
And Perpetual outscoring the Cardinals for the first time here in this third quarter. They've been outscored by Mapua in the first 2. So will this be a sign of things to come in the fourth? Let's find out when we take a quick break. Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 97 live and exclusive on GTV. And we're still coming to you from inside St. Camille Gym here in Sal, Green Hills. That is the score after 3 quarters. Mapua still ahead, 73-55.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple.
Arthur, maraming salamat po muli sa inyong pagtutok dito sa GTV. We are also seen worldwide by GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International. Also, online, we are seen everywhere. GMAnetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website on YouTube, also on Facebook and Twitter. There's no reason for you not to watch the NCAA. Here's the quarterback scoring here for both teams.
Finally, Perpetual winning a quarter there, the third quarter, 27-19, and they also contained itong Mapua to less points kasi 26, tsaka 28 yung skinor nila sa first and second quarter, and that cannot be if you want to steal this game away from the Cardinals.
was a sweet move mula kay Razon, but he dropped that pass. Oh, almost a turnover. Razon attacks the kick out. Makukuha ni Egan, 11 to shoot. Razon fires the 3. And Nokum tracks the rebound off to Hernandez. The Cards still up here, 73-55. Andre Felix alongside Mikey Reyes.
Would have been a great start to the quarter for Perpetual if nakuha ni Jello Razon yung 3 puntos na yon. Pero sa kabila, ganda ng depensa.
Here's Razon still pushing the pace. Aurin free for 3. And he knocks it down. And here comes the Altas, Mikey.
You gotta give credit to Jello Razon. Keeps attacking the paint and leaves Kim Aurin wide open there, attracting numerous defenders. 12 points na si Kim Aurin, 7 in the second half. Ganda ng depensa ng Perpetual Altas and the energy is back. With the Altas, ramdam na ramdam mo sa bench nila. Yung momentum nag-shift na. Ito yung sinasabi ko. You gotta commit. Itong si Jello Razon keeps attacking, attracting multiple defenders, and Kim Aurin hits from the outside.
That was Aurin's second made 3 here in this game. 2 of 3, total of 12. Next to Jello Razon's 19. Warren Bonifacio back in para sa Mapua Cardinals. And Mapua, their lead has been trimmed down. Here's Razon with a basket. So the Cards, here come the Altas, chipping away, just down by 13, 21 points now for Razon, leading all scorers.
That's a vet move there for Jello Razon, patiently waiting to create space. At ito, mukhang makakaagaw na naman. Kaya lang, outside, out of bounds. Wala, mananatili sa Mapua.
Tapik ni Aurin.
1 points for Jello Razon. He had a great game also earlier in the season wherein he scored his career high and he has a chance to surpass his career high.
Nag-init yun si Jello Razon. I remember that game when he had that career high of 23 points. Razon that career high. Here's Jello using that body. Fend off.
So he's 2 points away, talking about Jello Razon, 2 points away from tying his career high at 23. Pero sa kabila, nakashoot si Lakap.
Aurin using the glass, too strong.
Gusto ko yung may nag-Kobe sa bench. Hindi ko lang narinig.
Kobe! Lakap. Binabantayan ng maigi ni Razon. Lakap attacks. In trouble, but Lakap some way gathering himself and hitting that inside 2. Lakap with 16 points.
17.
Oh, 17.
17 points. And ang ganda ng initial defense eh. Ang ganda ng initial defense ng Perpetual doon. Kaya lang, nakakuha pa din ni Lakap yung bola. At ang bola nandito pa din sa Mapua, up by 17. A turnover there para kay Waki Garcia. Point muna ni Coach Mike si Jello Razon, and look at Ryan Lakap underneath. Twice. A big guy in a small man's body.
Sinatawan.
Lakap.
Turnover number 12 para sa Mapua. Takuma with a miss. He almost got the miss, and now here's Egan gets fouled.
Egan has been cold here in the second half, and he has been struggling from the field as well. So si Jeff Egan, 4 of 13 para sa kanya, but 7 minutes remaining to make a game out of this and possibly steal this one away from Mapua. Mapua still up by 17.
But that's a nice move coming from Will Gozum. Gozum from the free throw line.
Bilang dating NCAA Juniors MVP, hindi na nagsayang ng oras si Will Gozum na muling ipakita ang kanyang lakas at galing sa kanyang pagbabalik sa OG Collegiate Sports League ng bansa. Unang laro pa lang, nagparamdam na agad si Big Will.
First basket for season 97.
But despite the opening day defeat to the defending champion Letran Knights, Gozum showed great promise and emerged in the next 2 games of the CSB Blazers. Sa laban ng St. Benilde kontra LPU, fumiesta si Gozum, dominating the Pirates in the paint and getting to the free throw line at will.
Former NCAA Juniors MVP Will Gozum receiving end. Larupay sent back by Gozum.
Gozum finished with 15 points and
Much as 26 points. Let's take a look at Toby Agustin's season 97 averages. Mikey, 7.8 points per game, 5 games played. But today, talagang nag-init itong si Toby.
Oo, and actually Toby has been playing well in those 2 losses. Yung una, kalaban nilang Letran, dun siya nag-14 points. But this one right here, 20 points and a chance for them to get a dub. Chance for him to win player of the game. Tingnan natin mamaya. Kung malakas siya sa akin, siya ang pipiliin ko. Pagpapalakas muna siya sa akin.
Toby Agustin, 5th leading scorer nitong Mapua. Enga knocks down the 3! At naibaba na ang kalamangan ng Mapua to 14 points under 7 minutes to play. Let's go to Perpetual side with this update from Michelle Naldo.
Andre and Mikey, ang napansin nga ni Coach Mike sa kanyang mga players ay yung inconsistencies in their performance. Kagaya ng mga seniors niya na minsan daw magde-deliver yung dalawa pero kulang yung isa. So this is something that they need to work on. Pero ang ini-emphasize talaga ni Coach Mike sa kanilang journey this season is that whatever happens, nandyan sila lagi para sa isa't isa. Dapat walang iwanan. Para sa kanya, manalo man o matalo, this is all a learning experience. Andre and Mikey, overall, what I got from talking to the team last night was their positive outlook, their hunger to grow, and their genuine love for the ball game. At sana nga'y nakita natin yan ngayon. But slowly, they're starting to heat up. But do they have enough time in this quarter to turn the tables and close this out? Balik sa inyo.
Well, that remains to be seen. They have 6 and 18 remaining here in the 4th and final quarter, down 14. Na lumobo as much as 28 points itong kalamangan ng Mapua. Just trimming it half now to 14 points. Momentum definitely on Perpetual's side here.
They're definitely getting hot as we look at the second half points. Kung second half lang ang pag-uusapan natin, panalo ng 12 puntos itong Perpetual Altas. But again, sabi mo nga kanina, pumuhunan ng malaki-laki yung Mapua nung first half. Kaya lamang pa rin sila dito ng 14 points. And Michelle talked about how sana uminit itong Perpetual. Ito uminit na. 21 for Razon, 15 for Egan, and 12 for Kim Aurin. Their big 3 are finally producing here in the second half.
Meanwhile, let's check back with Mapua's side with this report from Chloe Carrillo.
Yes, Andre, the Cardinals have been slowed down and pressure has made it difficult to execute plays. Yan ang nakirinig ko sa bench kanina ng Cardinals. Pero sa oras ng high pressure moments, isang player ang tinitingnan nila at yan si Paulo Hernandez. Inamin ni Hernandez na hinahanap niya pa rin ang timing niya dito sa court kaya nakukulangan pa din siya sa performance niya ngayon at the past few games. Gusto makita ng Cardinals ang best effort in these last minutes of the game. Kaya Andre and Mikey, kailangan ba mag-step out ni Paulo Hernandez or kakayanin ba ng Cardinals na magawa ito ngayon?
Well, Chloe, Paulo Hernandez so far in this game, just 2 of 4 from the field, 5 points in close to 12 minutes played. All right, Coach Randy Alcantara, there's Paulo still at the bench of Mapua. At the line is Chris Pagaran of Perpetual Help. Pagaran really also inserting life dito sa Perpetual Help at this point of this ball game. 4th and final quarter.
And we still have a ball game here,
yeah.
Andre. This is only a 14-point lead, and with the way that Perpetual has played here in the second half, di malabo na makadikit pa dito ang Altas.
3-second
violation will be called on the Cardinals. Balik ang possession sa Perpetual Help.
Defense there para sa Perpetual Help Altas as papasok na dito si Pido. Try to restore order in the offense of the Cardinals.
Pido now guarding Jelo Razon. Let's take a look at the second half free throw story. 9 of 13 ang Altas and 1 of 1 lang itong Mapua. Oh! And Pagaran gets fouled taking the 3. So 3 free throws will be awarded to Chris Pagaran. Oh,
That's exactly what you want if you're Perpetual. We still have 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this game, but still you want to score with the clock not moving. Tatlong free throw pa to, so parang biyaya to, a chance for Pagaran to cut this deficit down to 11.
3 free throws for Chris Pagaran.
As low as 11 points.
Chris Pagaran earlier missed his 2 free throws, 0 of 2. Finally 1 of 3 kay Chris Pagaran. In 18 minutes played, 8 points para kay Pagaran.
Fourth leading scorer right now for Perpetual, and this is the help that you want na galing sa ibang players other than the big three, of course. But like what we said kasi, 3 of their main guys are in the top 10 in scoring, but yung susunod doon, 5.6 points per game na lang, which is Barkuma. So malaking bagay itong si Pagaran because he may hit double figures in this game.
Okay, pasok ni Pagaran yung tatlong free throws. Now it's just an 11-point lead. Second half turnovers. 10 para sa Mapua, just 3 for Perpetual. So the Altas taking care of the basketball much better dito sa second half. Bonifacio being harassed by the swarming Perpetual defense. And now the Cardinals only have 7 seconds to operate on offense. Oh, but that 3. Ito, pamatay Toby Agustin. Sabi siguro ni Agustin, baka nakakalimutan niyo ako. 23 points now for Toby.
The guy guarding Toby Agustin needs to, play better than that. You know that he was going to take the shot, especially with the clock winding down.
Oh, Pagaran gets fouled taking that shot. It will be charged on Nokum. Let's go back to Toby. Toby Agustin, 23 points, 9 of 12, 75%.
Ito yun, Andre. Alam mo nang titira, dapat diretso ka na. Because he only has 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Give him a little bit of space. Ay talaga pumukul yan. 23 points.
Humelp kasi depensa eh.
Oo, humelp eh. Hindi ka na-help dapat. Or kung humelp ka man, huwag ka na close out short. Diretso mo na. Kasi alam mo naman titiran eh. Hindi naman natidribble yun eh. Kaya medyo kita ko dito yung frustration ng coaching staff ng Perpetual. Pero yun yung mga, it comes with experience eh. Yun yung mga gulang eh. Kasi usually, pag normal yung shot clock, hindi ka naman talaga all the way ng challenge. But then, you gotta be aware of the game situation.
So natigil ng bahagya ang momentum ng Perpetual Altas. The lead is back up to 12. Pressure defense, good help from behind. Almost a turnover para sa Mapua Cardinals. Here's Nokum going strong to the basket. Gets fouled and he will head to the line for 2.
Kung kay Toby, you gotta close out long. Para naman kay Nokum, you know that he loves attacking that basket. Nokum goes all the way to the rim, but he will have to earn his points from the line. Jeff Egan, babalik. Mukhang ito na yung finishing 5 ni Coach Mike with his big 3 along with Barkuma and si Pagaran.
Medyo matagal-tagal din ang pinahinga dito ni Jeff Egan, no? Just to begin the 4th quarter. And here's Nokum missing on that first attempt from the line.
Jeff Egan has played almost 30 minutes so far. May 4 minutes pa tayo dito, so talagang konti lang ang pinahinga. Si Jeff Egan.
6 minutes ba?
Oo, parang 6 minutes lang ang pahinga ni Jeff Egan. If he does, well, we expect him to finish this game.
Razon trying to shake off Agustin. Egan spotting, firing, nailing that 3. Jeff Egan. And the lead of Mapua down to 10, Mikey, from as much as 28. They're now looking at a 10-point lead with 4 minutes remaining in the game.
18 points para kay Jeff Egan. And more importantly, yung rhythm nung tatlo. Buo na with 4 minutes to go. Tignan natin if they can make a stop here.
Where will Mapua go to? Lumamang ng 28.
That's another off-the-ball foul on Barkuma. That is his 5th. Pero dito, kita mo dito, Jeff Egan from the outside with all the confidence in the world. At least all the confidence na binigay sa kanya ni Coach Mike from the parking lot hitting that. But on the other end, yung kanilang top point guard, Peter Pan Barkuma, will be fouling out here with 4 points across his name. At masakit to because ito nanggagaling yung energy nila sa depensa doon kay Peter Pan.
Barpuma.
Pero minsan kasi sumusobra naman yung aggressiveness.
Kaya nga, picking up his 5th and final foul there. Played 22 minutes in this game, 1 of 5 from the field, 4 points. And now that will send Agustin back to the line. Well, so far, this will be his first attempts sa free throw stripe. Breakout numbers mula kay Toby Agustin, 9 of 12, just missing 3 shots from the field today. He's shooting at 75%.
And we talked about it earlier. So Ralph Robin hit the highest single game output by a player this season. And si Toby only 4 points away from that with 23 at the moment. A free throw here.
Split.
24 points para kay Toby Agustin.
Nabanggit mo nga si Ralph Robin, scoring 27 points earlier today in that come-from-behind win para sa EAC, defeating San Sebastian. Here's Aurin, difficult fadeaway. Offensive board para kay Pagaran.
This is the 4th guy na hinahanap ng Perpetual. 14 points for Pagaran.
The lead of Mapua now down to single digits, 84-75. Last time na single digits ang kalamangan ng Mapua was way back in the first quarter with 5:34 when the score was 14-6 in their favor.
And another off-the-ball foul here called on the Altas. You gotta give yourself a chance. Yung mga ganitong foul, whether it was a flop or what, at the end of the day, there was a foul called and you're not giving yourself a chance if you're fouling away from the basketball. Kumbaga, wala pa nga sa scoring opportunity ang Mapua. Binigyan mo na kagad ng libreng puntos from the line.
Bonifacio at the line, calmly sinks the first.
They gotta stop fouling, talking about Perpetual here, at least in the last 3 minutes and 18 seconds. You have to let Mapua beat you. Play honest and great defense and see kung makakakuha kayo ng stops.
Bonifacio so far, identical numbers, both on points and rebounds, 9 and 9, make that 10 and 9 now. So average natin si Warren Bonifacio, he is averaging 10.4 points per game in 5 games played here in season 97. Si Aurin, posting up Agustin, the kick out, bail out 3, gets the lucky bounce. Chris Pagaran knocking down the 3, and the lead of the Cardinals down to 8 under 3 minutes to play.
Yung swerte nakatikim naman na ang Perpetual. What a 3 there, galing kay Pagaran. Also, the game of his career so far, 17 points for Pagaran.
Look at the 3-point field goals here in the 4th quarter. 4 of 6 ang Perpetual help, only 1 made 3-pointers para sa Mapua, and that was a big conversion mula kay Bonifacio inside. Egan attacks the runner using the glass. A battle for the loose ball. Papupunta kay Jelo Razon, who gets fouled in the process.
Ang sakit ng mga puntos ng Mapua sa kabila if you're Perpetual. Ang ganda ng initial defense nila doon. Pero pag save ng bola ni Jelo Razon, napunta sa Cardinals. Easy basket for Warren Bonifacio. Aspido will also graduate from this game with 5 personal fouls, and Lakap makes his way back on the floor for Mapua. Jelo Razon with 2 free throws, a chance for him to cut this deficit back down to 8 points.
Jelo Razon, 21 points, 7 of 8 from the line, make that now 8 of 9, 7 of 11 from the field, and these are 2 huge free throws para kay Jelo Razon.
They've been making baskets, but they haven't been making stops on the other side. Uy, makakalibre pa dito si Jelo Razon.
Jelo Razon. New career high para dito kay Jelo Razon. And the lead is down to 7 para sa Mapua, but a foul mula kay Razon.
Again, another off-the-ball foul. This time, pakuha pa lang ng bola si Paulo Hernandez. Tapik ni Jelo Razon kamay niya doon. But dito makikita natin yung missed free throw ni Jello Razon. Pero tingnan mo, dinobol team niya rin ni Razon. Itong si Paulo Hernandez at nakanakaw pa doon si Jello Razon. Napaganda pa yung missed free throw niya.
24 now. Points for Jello Razon, his new career high. Eclipsing that 22-point output he had. That was his previous career higher in season 97. Meanwhile, Paulo Hernandez missing on the second free throw. Still opening the door, leaving that door open para dito sa Perpetual for a comeback under 2 minutes ang nalalabi in our fourth and final quarter. Ito si Razon. Good move inside. Everything but the shot. Binitbit ni Egan, di pa rin.
You gotta commend the effort. The effort ng Perpetual here, at least in the second half, kitang-kita. In that possession alone, all of them, they really crashed the boards even though they've been missing. Hanggang nandito sila lahat trying to get that offensive rebound. And ito si Abis. Natamaan doon sa mukha. So, I think they will review. Medyo masakit to. Malaki to pag upgrade tong foul na to.
So our officials trying to sort things out. That gives Coach Mike Sagigit and Coach Randy Alcantara time to talk to the five on the floor for both teams. You see Abis, Egan, Razon, Aurin.
Perpetual, looking at the quarter scoring, they lost the first quarter 26-13, as well as the second 28-15. But in the second half, again, they won 27-19 yung third quarter. And here in the fourth, they are plus 10, 26-16. So, nagkapalit yung swerte ng Mapua nung first half, napunta sa Perpetual ngayon. So, titignan natin if enough ba yung pinuhunan ng Mapua nung first half as we look at our second half points, 53-35. That is plus 18 para dito sa Perpetual.
So after just scoring 28 in the first two quarters ng Perpetual Altas, and now just scoring 55 or 54 points so far.
With a minute and 40 seconds remaining.
Big turnaround, Mike.
Oh,
really big turnaround.
You know, actually, yun na lang talaga yung biggest question dito eh. Enough ba yung puhunan nga ng Mapua ng first half?
Oo. Umabot pa yung kalamangan na yan to 28 points. Kung kakabukas nyo lang ng inyong television sets or kaka-online nyo lang to watch this game, Mapua was up at 1 point. That was way back in the first half by 28 points, now down to 6. Where will Mapua go to here? Lakap drives!
Straight line drive there para kay Lakap. No help defense whatsoever. 8 na naman ang kalamangan dito ng Mapua, 91-83.
Iba-iba tayong mga Pilipino. Magkakaiba tayo ng pinanggalingan.
Matatagpuan tayo saan man sa mundo.
Magkakaiba tayo ng estado sa buhay.
Magkakaiba tayo ng salita.
At kulay sa politika.
Pero magkakatulad ang pangarap natin.
Para sa Pilipinas.
At sa bawat Pilipino, disente at ligtas na buhay.
At magandang kinabukasan.
Nasa ating lahat ang responsibilidad.
Sa bawat kandidato.
Sa bawat botante.
At sa mga tagapagbalitang gagabay sa desisyon ng mamamayan.
Para makamit ang pangarap ng ating minamahal na bayan.
Well, later, titingnan natin team standings. Meantime, balikan natin itong drive ni Lakap. Giving that breathing room para sa Mapua with a minute 23 remaining here in this game. They're up by 8.
Straight line drives there para kay Lakap.
Let's take a look at the team standings here. How, kumbaga, implications of this game. Because we're looking at Mapua 3-2 currently with this 8-point lead. CSB losing to JRU yesterday.
Ganito ka-crucial itong larong ito because Perpetual, if they get this win, if they still steal this win away from Mapua, And they will actually tie itong Mapua and EAC who won earlier. So there will be a three-way tie sa 4th place if Perpetual gets this. For Mapua, gusto nila, they wanna keep in step with the St. Benil Blazers. Kumbaga, kung ikaw yung Mapua, take advantage mo na natalo yung St. Benil kahapon eh. So, pwede mo sila i-tie for 3rd place. That's why this game right here for both teams is this game right here for both teams is very important moving forward because we are, kumbaga nasa na tayo, last 2 games na lang ng elimination round.
Yeah. Week 3, single round robin for season 97.
Tapos yung play-in pa natin, malaking bagay yun for these teams.
Good drive by Egan. Aurin. And ball goes back to Mapua. 1:11 remaining.
I feel like Mapua can ice this game right here if they convert. A minute na lang to. 8 pa rin ang kalamangan.
Kailangan ng stop. This will be a crucial possession para sa Altas. They wanna keep their comeback hopes alive, but foul with 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
At the end of the day, when they do review this game, sure, papanoorin ni Coach Mike to, papapanood niya sa mga players niya, they really have a lot of fouls na, kumbaga, konti na lang mako-complete nyo na yung stopping. Or, meron naman sila off-the-ball fouls na gotta give yourself a chance. 2 free throws para kay Warren. Ito na, 9 points na. So a chance to extend this lead back to double figures. Medyo mahirap-hirap na yun, Andre, with 51 seconds remaining.
For Saki, we've seen crazier comebacks here in the NCAA since bumalik, since nung nagsama tayo, di ba? Season 91.
Mapua din yun.
Ha?
Yung kalaban nila JRU.
That's right,
Mapua.
that's right. Razon, 3. Aurin. Corner 3. Much needed. Wala. Aurin with a putback. Wala pa rin. Egan spots, fires the 3.
Wala na talaga.
And I guess that will be the ball game, Mikey.
Pero mukhang
Man down, though, para sa Mapua.
Cramps lang naman para kay Toby Agustin. And we're not surprised. Toby Agustin with a career high performance here today. 24 points, 5 of 7 from deep, 4 of 5 from the field, from the 2-point range, 9 of 12 from the field para kay Toby Agustin. What an efficient outing for him.
Close to 28 minutes played here in this game.
Kumbaga yan yung masarap na cramps eh, in all honesty. For a player na ang ganda ng nilaro mo, makukuha niyo yung panalo. Yan yung nakangiti kang kinakramps. Tingnan mo naman si Toby Agustin ngayon.
Nakangiti nga.
Nakangiti yan.
Heading to the bench. 25 seconds.
Nakangiti yan. Alam niya interviewin siya mamaya. Makakatikim ng interview si Toby Agustin.
Ubusan na lang ni Nocom dito at Mapua ang nalalabi na segundo sa ating laro. 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Dagdagan pa ng isa pang tres mula kay Paulo Hernandez.
So, that's the answer, Andre. Enough or more than enough yung pinuhunan ng Mapua in the first half, and that shows you how college basketball here in the NCAA is. Talaga mahirap. You can't go down as much as 28 in the first half. Kaya kahit sobrang ganda nung second half ng Perpetual, Coach Randy Alcantara and the rest of the Mapua Cardinals still come out with this victory.
95-83 is the final score. 12-point win for the Mapua Cardinals in their first 3 games wherein they had a 3-game win streak. The total combined na kanilang kalamangan was 15 points. Just a trivia for you. They won against EAC 73-67. They beat JRU by 3, 59-56. And then Mapua beat San Sebastian 65-59 to start season 97. So, kumbaga, ito na yung biggest lead nila, or the only game where they really blew out their opponents. But if you take a look at the score, that wasn't really the story of this whole game, Mikey. Mapua being up as much as 28 huge points. And nahanap din ng Perpetual down. They were able to cut it down to as low as 6 points here in the second half. But still, like what you said, yung puhunan na Mapua, that lead that they were able to build, that cushion, was apparently more than enough to get another win here. Finally, snapping that 2-game losing skid itong Mapua. They're now tied with CSB with 4 wins and 2 losses.
And they're back on track. Talking about Coach Randy and the Mapua Cardinals, medyo lost sila when they went up against Letran and they lose to Justin Arana and the Erliano Chiefs. But now, at the end of the day, the game story was the 12 3-pointers for Mapua in the first half alone, which gave them the 26-point lead entering halftime. And like what you said, the cushion was just too much para sa Perpetual. Even though Perpetual did win the second half, diba? Nanalo pa din sila ng second half by 14 points.
That's right. They outscored Mapua in the last 2 quarters, but again, it still just wasn't enough. Dahil nagpaulan nga itong Mapua, 12 threes in the first half, a total of 16 3-pointers out of 25 attempts. Itong Mapua Cardinals, 64% from 3-point land. And from the 2-point area, 52%. Itong Mapua. So just an efficient, brilliant, all-around scoring output display. Itong Mapua, Coach Mike Sagigit and Perpetual help. They will drop to 2 wins and 4 losses here in NCAA Season 97.
And also in the second half, we have to commend the maturity, the composure, and the discipline of the Mapua Cardinals. Because 12 of 18 sila nung first half. Again, like I said earlier, you can fall into that trap na bumato na tayo ng bumato sa labas kasi swerte tayo. But no, in the second half, they only took 7 3-pointers. 4 of 7 sila nung second half. Malaki pa rin yun at mataas pa rin yung percentage galing sa labas para sa Mapua. And that ultimately spelled the difference in this game.
In a losing effort though, Jello Razon with a career high for the Altas, 24 points, eclipsing his previous high, which was 22. Jeff Egan with 18, 7 of 20 from the field, just 35% from the floor. There's the final score. Muli, mga kapuso, for our final game this week before we head on to our Holy Week break, 95-83 para sa Mapua Cardinals, notching win number 4 in 6 games played. Sa ating Season 97, ang inyong NCAA live na live nyong napapanood sa GTV. Also, greeting everybody tuned in online via gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website, also on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and worldwide via GMA Pinoy TV and GMA News TV International.
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihinga.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special report.
83, Mapua getting win number 4 here in season 97 of your NCAA live on GTV. Andre Felix alongside Mikey Reyes. And joining us right now is our player of the game, Toby Agustin. 24 points, 9 of 12 from the floor, and 75%. Una sa lahat, congratulations. Pagkatapos ng inyong dalawang masasakit na pagkatalo, nakabalik ulit kayo sa winning track. Panalo, congratulations sa iyo, Toby.
Thank you po, thank you. Ano nakaya mo kanina? Grabe naman yung ano ninyo. Alam nyo ba na pagpasok nyo ng dugout nung halftime, na 12 na yung nasushoot nyo from the outside?
Ay, hindi po eh.
Parte ba yun ng game plan ninyo entering this game o talagang natapat?
Tapat lang po siguro. Ready lang po kaming lahat.
So hindi nyo alam na pinukol nyo ay 12 3-pointers, 12 of 16 kayo nung first half mula sa 3-point line. Hindi
po,
alam yun, Toby?
Naka-focus lang po kami sa game eh.
Parang alam mo, tira ka ng tira eh.
Imposible. Tingnan natin yung mga tira mo, Toby. Ito, karamihan yan. You drained 5 out of 7 mula sa labas, Toby. Ito ba yung isa, tinanungan ni Mikey kung alam nyo yun. Pero pinag-usapan nyo ba yan? Binanggit ba yan ni Coach Randy Alcantara nung nag-training kayo na kailangan tumira kayo, focus mula sa labas in this game?
Sabi lang naman po ni Coach sa amin, stay ready lang po kaming lahat kasi netong last 2 games po, inaalat po yung first group namin eh. So kailangan kaming second group, kailangan po namin mag-step up. So ayun po, ready lang po kami lahat. Kaya ayun po.
Yung last game, Mikes, ilan yung tres nila? 4 lang, di ba?
4 lang eh.
Ngayon all in all, 16 out of 25.
Ikaw, brother, because alam naman natin, of course, when you talk about Mapua, yung opensa, si Warren Bonifacio, si Brian Lacap, si Renz Noku. Ikaw, how do you fit into that system or yung role mo dun sa team niyo? Paano mo nalalaman? Kasi hindi mo alam na 12 3-pointers kayo. Alam mo bang 24 points ka?
Hindi rin po.
Hindi rin na 24 points siya. 24 points
kasi
ka,
siya, nung naglalaro siya si Mikey dati.
Ako binibilang ko eh.
Binibilang niya kada punto siya. So ikaw, hindi mo talaga alam na, Toby, na
hindi
yung
po.
totoo.
Hindi po. Talagang na-focus na po ako sa game eh. So wala na po akong pake kung makashoot o hindi.
Pero you do average though 8 points per game. Ngayon 24 ka. So moving forward, ikaw yung hinahanap siguro nilang extra scoring punch. Ano ang magiging ano ang preparation mo kung bakit tingin mo ganito yung naging performance mo today?
Wala, yung sa akin kasi
wala din, hindi ka rin nag-practice.
yung sa practice kasi iniisip ko lang na so pag hindi nag-click yung first group coming off the bench, kailangan madoble namin yung ginagawa nila, masunod namin kung ano yung game plan. Yun lang, focus lang kami sa kung ano yung sinasabi sa ni Coach Randy, kailangan ready lang lagi. Ayun, pakita ko lang kung ano yung laro ko, laruin ko lang yung laro ko. Ayun.
Sorry, Toby. Kamusta pala yung cramps mo? Dahil ano ka kanina, di ba, nag-cramps? Binanggit nga ni Mikey Reyes, nakangiti ka daw nung palabas.
Yan ang masarap na cramps.
Masarap na cramps, sabi niya. Kasi alam mong panalo na kayo noon. Kumbaga, kahit pagod ka na, kahit nananakit na, sigurado na at that point, lamang na kayo ng 8 noon eh. Kamusta yung nag-cramps na leg?
Nung palabas na ako, wala na, hindi ko na po dinamdam eh. So, kasi panalo na eh. Sabi ko, wala na to, okay na to.
Super okay ka na ngayon?
Okay na po.
Well, at least may Holy Week break, makakapahinga ka pa in time para magpatuloy tayo sa next game ninyo. Toby, kung may mga gusto kang batiin o kamustahin, go ahead dahil ikaw ang player of the game. Go ahead.
Binabati ko lang yung family ko sa Pampanga, yung mga tito ko, yung mga pinsan ko, mama at papa ko, kuya ko, ate ko. Pati mga kaibigan ko dyan, yun lang po.
Kapampangan?
Opo,
Pati mo yung mga Kapampangan na nakakaintindi ng Kapampangan.
Yung mga kaibigan ko dyan sa Pampanga.
Pero nakakasalita ka na.
Naiintindihan ko pa yan eh. Yung hindi ko na maiintindihan.
Retang baba ko ngayon, retang pinsan ko, mama ko, tata ko. Ingat kayo lagi para kay Ayuin. Yun lang po.
Maraming salamat sa'yo. Congratulations muli. Toby Agustin, 24 points, our player of the game. Shooting 9 of 12 from the field, 75% and 5 of 7 from 3-point land. Toby Agustin. Meantime, pupunta naman natin ang iyong kakampi. Toby, tinulungan kayo, nakaturo ka kay Brian Lacap. Punta natin si Chloe Carrillo, who is with Brian Lacap. Chloe.
Yes, Andre, I am with Brian Lacap, who gave 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists for today's game, giving Mapua a win after 2 losses. So Brian, sabi ni Coach Randy kanina, he made some changes to starters because of the losses. So how did it feel na you were one of the starters for today's game?
Kahapon pa lang sinabi na sa amin yung starters eh. Nung sinabi na kami, syempre medyo pressure kasi galing kami sa 2 straight loss. Kaya sabi namin nung first 5, kailangan natin triplehin o dagdagan pa yung effort natin kasi tayo mag-set ng tempo para sa game natin today.
Yes, at kitang-kita nga natin na naset nyo ang tempo for the first half. Pero tingnan natin yung second half, medyo nakahabol ang Perpetual Altas. Ano yung nasa isip nyo nung time na yun? Ano yung naging adjustments nyo para ma-keep yung lead ng Mapua?
Ayun nga, nung pagtas ng first half, sabi namin, syempre, yung perks, babawi yan eh. Sabi, kailangan ready tayo, kailangan pag nag-run sila, compose lang tayo and run pa din natin yung system, tsaka follow pa din yung instruction ng coaches.
And that is exactly what they did mga ka-NCAA. So Brian, meron ka bang mga babatiin?
Madami. Ito, umpisahan ko na kay mama ko, si daddy ko, ate ko, si Mika, yung pamangkin ko, si Georgina Gray, and si nanay, yung mga tita ko, tapos yung brother ko sa ibang bansa, Gio Ramos, shoutout sa'yo, and yung tropang Duplex, Batang Crossroad, Team Sotanghon, Coach Eric, Coach Weng, and sa, sino pa ba? Ayun, maraming salamat sa inyo, sa lahat na nakasuporta. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Brian, and congratulations. So, balik po sa ating panel, Andre and Mikey.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Chloe Carillo. And congratulations muli kay Brian Lakap. Again, second leading scorer today, 19.7 of 9 from the floor. Mike's 4 of 4 from downtown.
Yun yung sinabi nga ni Brian Lakap ngayon, which pinansin natin nung una pa lang, nung starters pa lang kinall out, na magsa-start siya today because he usually comes off the bench.
Yes.
Pati pala si Toby Agustin. So, that was the biggest adjustment for Coach Randy. They lost 2 straight. Baguhin natin ng konti, balasa tayo ng konti. At ang ganda naman ng naging resulta with that kind of start kanina.
Meanwhile, balikan natin muli. Now at courtside, it's Miss Michelle Naldo who is with Renz Nocum. Michelle.
Thank you, Andre and Mikey. Tama ka, nandito ngayon si Renz Nocum. Isa sa mga tumira nun sa opening 3-pointers na malaki for the Mapua Cardinals. Renz, first question ko sa'yo, saan yun nanggaling? Yung parang sigla nyo dun sa opening sa'yo or may directive ba yun galing kay Coach?
Galing sa sistema ni Coach na sabi niya pagka libre, tira lang namin eh. Kaya nakuha namin yung mga 3 points namin kanina.
Alright, well, how do you plan naman, Renz, to keep this momentum up sa next game natin?
Wala na talaga kami inisip. Talagang gusto lang talaga namin manalo kaya nakip namin yung momentum na yun kanina.
Alright, and kapansin-pansin nga na parang yung team niyo medyo working very closely together. Lahat kayo nag-contribute sa win na ito. During your time off court, what keeps you guys together? Mga activities na ginagawa niyo together?
Kami, kumakain kami ng mango graham, bumibili kami, tas nagsasama-sama lang kami dun sa labas. Kasi nagkikwentuhan lang kami.
Alright, yan. Thank you for sharing to us your experiences and good luck din sa next game. Kung meron kang gustong batiin, Renz, ito na yung chance mo. Go ahead.
Una, nagpapasalamat kami kay Lord, kami na piling manalo. Binabati ko yung family ko, yung asawa at anak ko, si Sheng, tsaka si Skay na nanonood, sa magulang niya, sa parents ko, sa mga kaibigan ko, sa mga tropa natin dyan sa Tondo, tsaka si Bryce na nanonood, anak ni Coach Randy, tsaka si Sir Bernie. Yeah, thank you.
Ayan, maraming salamat, Renz. Congratulations ulit sa iyo at sa buong team nyo. Balik sa inyo, Andre and Mikey.
Maraming salamat, Michelle. Congratulations sa iyo, Renz. At yun yung binabati niya ang kanyang pamilya. Tubo ng Tondo din to eh. Batang Tondo din si Renz Nocum. 13 points today para kay Nocum, 5 of 9 from the floor. Also nag-contribute din sa 3-point party na Mapua with 2 out of 5 attempts para kay Renz Nocum. Mikey, bago natin ipakita mamaya updated standings natin and ating stats, makikita natin on your screens. Basically, now Mapua back on the winning track after starting out strong here in season 97, dropping 2 against Letran and then against Arellano. But as we take a look at the numbers here, they just dominated. If we take a look at the numbers, they just dominated Perpetual Health in this game.
They doubled yung 3-point field goals, 8 lang para sa Perpetual, 16 again, 12 in the first half. Para sa Mapua Cardinals, yung perimeter points, yan yung puhunan ng Mapua, 58 to 28. Lamang sila ng 30 dyan. Assist department, they also share the basketball a little bit better than the Perpetual Altas. Pero Perpetual was more aggressive, 19 of 25 from the free throw line. Again, this is something that Perpetual can look at and maybe, continue to take advantage of in their upcoming games. Kasi, Andre, may play-in tournament tayo, so hindi pa tapos ang lahat para sa lahat ng kuponan natin kahit medyo nasa baba ka at the moment.
Okay, yung panalo nga kahapon ng JRU, mathematically possible, can still make it to the play-in at best kasi entering the game yesterday against CSB, they were 0-5 and then panalo sila sa 1-5. Best possible case scenario magtatapos sila ng 4-5 dito sa ating single round robin tournament format ng NCAA Season 97. And we will take a look at the updated team standings. Inyong makikita. There it is. So far, Letran and San Beda, that much-awaited matchup. Ang dami nga nagtatanong, ano nangyari dun sa Letran versus San Beda? Well, we will save the best for last dahil parehong undefeated itong San Beda and Letran. Then we see CSB and Mapua both with 4 wins and 2 losses.
So Mapua right now, tied at 3rd place. And like what we said, medyo yung 3rd and 4th natin maglalaban pa yun doon sa play-in natin. Actually, it's only 1 and 2, which right now, Letran and San Beda lang ang outright papasok na ng ating Final 4. So most probably, if the play-in tournament starts now, CSB and Mapua maglalaban muna, EAC and Arellano naman nasa ilalim nila. So again, looking at the standings, 6 ang papasok sa next round. So I'm sure all these teams, Arellano, Perpetual, San Sebastian, LPU, JRU, pare-pareho pa rin nagpre-prepare yan. Kasi makasilat ka lang ng isa against the higher tier teams, magbabago na kagad lahat when you look at our team standings.
Again, nabanggit nga namin today as the final game day ng inyong NCAA Season 97 before we have this Holy Week break. Dahil bukas nga ay Monday, Thursday na. And then we will resume our games on Easter Sunday. And that will be still coming to you live mula pa rin dito sa St. Benil Gym. That will be on April 17, 2022. First game will be another good one. San Beda still undefeated this season. That will be at 12 noon taking on the 2 and 3 Arellano Chiefs. And for the second game at 3 p.m., the defending champs, still also undefeated with 4-0 against the Lyceum of the Philippines University Pirates at 1-4. Kanilang kapitbahay sa Intramuros. So 2 great games again will be offered on Easter Sunday, April 17. It will be a Holy Week break, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Black Saturday, and then NCAA back in action ng Easter Sunday. Dito lamang sa GTV and also live online on the NCAA Philippines page on YouTube, also on Facebook.
These will be great games. Talking about San Beda, 4-0. Pero yung Arellano, kumpiyansado papasok yan dyan because they just got a big win against the Mapua Cardinals in their last game. As for LPU, even though they've been struggling this season, alam naman natin Coach Gilbert Malabanan and all of those players in Enoch Valdez will be raring to go as they go up against Renz Abando and Fran Yu ng Letran Knights.
Champion contenders once again itong Letran Knights. The heavyweights will be in action. San Beda in the first game, Letran in the second. My friend, it's been great to team up with you again sa NCAA.
Always fun.
We've been partnering since season 91. Mikey Reyes. Also, thank you to Michelle Naldo and Chloe Carrillo reporting for Perpetual Health and Mapua respectively. In behalf of everybody from GTV, marami pong salamat sa inyong pagtutok dito lamang sa inyong NCAA Season 97. I'm Andre Felix. Have a safe and peaceful Holy Week. Makikita po tayo muli sa linggo for Easter Sunday para sa inyong NCAA Season 97. Live na live dito lamang sa GTV. Stronger together, buo ang puso.